actually did knock himself out.
Damn, what a shame.
Well, I'm a really bad judge of how long 30 seconds is.
I can't believe you didn't like pull up I would have frantically pulled up like a clock.
Yeah, but then by the time I started, I'd be 10 seconds late.
Then you set the timer for 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of.
Are we ready? Is it going?
Oh, it's been live for 12 seconds now.
Oh, now I have anxiety.
I would have just started counting.
Do you want me to start counting how many you do, Biscuit?
Yes, please. Last week, on the wake of the fallen moon, in a bustling tavern in the middle of Merveille, Jupiter bet his enchanted hammer that he could drink more fairy mead than anyone else. But Nara swapped it for a truth serum, leading to a series of hilarious confessions. Just then, Alistair, who had transformed himself into a dragon, crashed through the ceiling and destroyed the entire tavern. He had to leave in shame.
Pretty good.
This caused him to be late for his creative writing class.
I like it.
So we pick up in the tavern.
No.
Roof
Wait, hang on.
caved in.
Let's do it. Let's just do it one shot.
What do you guys do? No.
Let me just in a different timeline 3 seconds ago. I'm so confused what happened.
Let's check on Dragon Alley.
Last we left off, you guys had snuck into the Red Queen's palace during her one of her monthly balls. This time, one that was going to be taking place on the eve of a eclipse.
It's also Kohaku's birthday, so we can't be that mean to him.
It is also Kohaku's birthday.
True.
Not Biscuit's birthday,
Kohaku's birthday, yeah.
My birthday is in 2 months, February the 11th of February. The 11th.
For anybody that wants to get him a gift.
That's a Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
You're getting nothing special in Wild Folk. I don't do that.
I don't think any of our DMs do that, to be fair.
Excuse me.
Sometimes-
I always gave a player a magic item if their or a character magic item if their player had a birthday on that day every time. Didn't I?
This would even have to be like a very good one. It's just nice.
But it just appears. It appears in your inventory. No
That's why I
explanation.
don't like it. The no explanation
Every
part.
single time I did it.
It's the god of birthdays. I don't know
It
who
didn't
that
do it for
is.
me.
You didn't stay long enough.
That is true. That one's kind of on you, Drew. I'm here. I'm listening. I'm ready. I'm ready to follow the party. I think we were going into combat. We interrupted you.
No.
You guys had Stain had attempted to like sneak into the kitchen successfully, but was chased by some of the guards and has kind of gained a bit of some negative reputation from that.
Fuck yeah.
Some people have taken notice of you and your band, but they have not thrown you out of the party. They just told you to essentially reprimand Stein.
To be executed at a later date.
Yeah.
He gets no that's for a month.
That's kind of actually where we pick up. You guys are in the main kind of central like ballroom like chamber. There's a handful of tables that are set up and people are still milling about eating and that sort of thing, but a lot of people have vacated the interior to head outside where there's currently a croquet tournament occurring. And you also know that the eclipse will be starting very shortly.
Oh.
We did some divination and found out that Dinah isn't upstairs, but she's downstairs.
Seems to be in some sort of a basement area.
Yeah, I got my shit pushed in for nothing. It didn't describe immediately. But that's okay. Confirmed that she wasn't in any of those areas.
Yep, we started on the wrong side of the castle.
That's just where the bird flew in.
Right. Well, it's probably good to keep going while everyone's outside. Do we want to try to find our way down?
Yeah. We got to find a way down while we can.
Well, it's either east or south.
Right, I'm gonna just chill in this purse. Keep my head low.
As I say, you've caused a bit of a ruckus, so.
So everybody who was going out to the party went out through this door here, right? That seems to lead out to like a courtyard.
Yeah, that seems to go to some sort of a courtyard area, and there's probably like a small like window that looks out.
Wonderful. And we came down some stairs. These stairs?
Yes.
Okay. Ali, is there normally like a publicly accessible basement in a castle, or is this going to be hidden somewhere like secret, somewhere reserved? If it's not normal for everyday visitors to go to the basement of a castle, then we can just skip all of the common areas and assume we need to sneak around places we don't belong.
When we were looking around at the mirror, wasn't there one in the basement in like a seating area that we thought was like a, private entertaining room or something? Because we either had that room or the closet upstairs, and we picked the closet as our entry.
Right. There was a public, like a seating, like a lounge. Okay, then maybe let's keep exploring.
The one I said quickly. We could try going to the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we picked the wrong entrance. It's fine.
We had intel. It was just bad intel.
Yeah, I'm wondering how the bird got down there then. It's the bird went in through that window.
True. It might have taken
Maybe
a whimsical path.
She might have been up in the other kitchen until today, then she got moved downstairs.
And she might have been doing something. Then, yeah, makes sense. You're like, oh, lots of people. We don't want you wandering around and getting rescued.
All right. Let's... I'm going to check east. Let's go east.
Just going to keep an eye and ear open.
Just mingling with the nobles in the ballroom, being a distraction.
All of these numbers are halved right now still.
They have -1.
-1,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. We knew this was over here.
Yeah. And frankly, this door is kind of like cracked open, so you should be able to see it anyways.
Do we know what's around this corner, though? Is that a upstairs or a downstairs?
This staircase?
Yeah.
That
Jupiter,
goes
stairs go
up.
up and down.
Relative to our current position.
We were up on the balcony above this, so that stair probably just goes to that balcony.
Yeah,
Okay.
These stairs go up to the balcony, which I will...
Gotcha. I don't remember seeing stairs down from the balcony last time.
yeah, they're kind of tucked right there.
I see. I gotcha.
These ones go back down to the to that floor, and then these go up.
It's
back
wrapping.
up to the third. So,
I
yeah.
see.
We want to go down.
Yeah, we want to go down. So I'll back out of the cathedral. We don't need to be in there.
Think this castle's a wine cellar?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so down this hallway then?
Yeah. I don't know shit about castles. Are we gonna need to open doors to get to this, or is there like a big, hey, here's how you get downstairs?
I mean, typically it's just going to come off of a hallway down to the staircase. You wouldn't have like a door in front of your staircase.
Right. Feels weird. Okay, I'm gonna skip these doors then, unless they're open and I can just see what's inside.
No, these all seem to be closed. This one next to you does seem to be publicly accessible, and you can hear a lot of voices coming from in there.
Okay. But it is closed.
But it does seem to be like it's mostly closed, yeah.
Makes sense.
It's like ajar enough that you think that you could go in there without it being like a problem. Like it seems to be a public social area.
Sure.
Bye. Bye. Stairs.
Is this it? Does this go down? It looks like down.
Looks like
There
it down.
is a the stairs go. It's essentially just like a spiral staircase that goes both up
Both
and
ways.
down.
Nice. Okay, cool. Here we go.
Just like you. IRL.
Let me see out this window.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Looking out that window, you can see a large courtyard area where you see a bunch of people.
Doing the croquet?
They're all gathered. Yeah, they seem to all be doing croquet, including, you notice, quite apparently,
Ah. Mama.
Oh,
Oh, there she is.
there she is.
there she is.
Makes sense.
And for the sake of some entertainment, you guys can each pick a square and see who's all out there.
New ones.
So, red one.
Yep. 3 of them.
Merlin.
Ooh.
There's a boy. You notice an avian-looking individual.
Mm.
They a third eye kind of split down the forehead.
I wouldn't have met him or seen him in person, but would I know him by description?
I think you might.
He's like a famous wizard.
Yeah. I think you would have heard stories.
Is he a famous?
think-
Expertise in Arcana. How much? What do I know about him? I think
Probably
I might
know
have already
way more
done
than
this,
I do.
actually.
I think you've already done it. Yeah, let me double check my notes. Yeah, I think you would know enough to know, like, you would recognize the name and might know him by description, but don't really know a ton about him other than he's, like, a renowned sorcerer.
For sure.
Very long-lived. And Biscuit, you can pick a tile.
Let's see. Didn't I do this last time?
We all did.
This
That's a new one.
So yeah, big things you notice is that does appears to be this like a raven-like avian individual who's in very luxurious robes with big high collar, very like well dressed currently. It seems to also be participating.
Is he any good at croquet?
You could give me a
Croquet lore.
Do you have croquet lore or something?
Oh god, I doubt it. I'm definitely not trained in athletics.
What about lawn games lore?
Yeah.
Lawn darts.
Could give me an
He only
ins-
knows about
You could just give me
shuffleboard.
an insight check.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I can't justify it, but I'll never say no to an inside check.
Oh,
He's good use of that 19.
yeah, this is natural 19.
It doesn't seem like a master of croquet or anything, but also does seem to be holding back a little bit, kind of
Oh.
deliberately.
Makes sense. Why? Nobody
But
wants
also
to win
you-
here.
I feel like you also don't get the sense that, like, oh, if he was really trying, he would definitely win. sort
Sure,
of
sure,
thing. Like,
sure. But nobody here is trying to beat the Red
he's
Queen.
just right, he's just like a better safe than sorry.
If I accidentally win, she'll decapitate me. I think I rolled for Stein's knowledge on Merlin before. It was pretty low. So I think a lot of the stories he knows are like folklore, and a lot of them aren't true, but he thinks they're true.
That would make sense.
Like
Um,
everything he's heard is from word of mouth.
With my lore folkloristics, do I know about Merlin?
You could make a check.
Another 19. We're using all our good rolls, guys. Great.
Let me see here. $34. What do I give you on 34?
What have I read about him?
I think you would know that he is typically someone who resides up in the mountains. It's a tower, a private kind of study there. He's a very prominent ally of King Uther, who is the King of Camelot. He's potentially even more prominent and well known than Uther, at least in your field of study, just because he is like deeply responsible for a lot of magical study.
Okay.
It has been a hot minute since I've had to look this up, so just a couple things real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hello, viewers. I'm sorry
Can't
we're 2
believe
hours
Nara
late.
still.
We're just doing a short little session.
It's my fault. Sorry.
Well, no, there were several people.
He had
it's
to help a friend.
Thanksgiving. We had multiple things going on.
It's mostly biscuits. And also potatoes.
It's actually all Biscuit's fault. We just made up some stories so it would feel better.
Technically, if Philo had been here, we could have started earlier, but
The two people were kind of off.
Yeah, we were missing half the
Fellow
party.
had a Thanksgiving thing.
I was a fourth as late as Biscuit.
You're a fourth to blame.
but only one of the three of you gave us any notice.
Just Philo?
Yeah,
Just
just-
about.
I gave you 10 minutes notice.
Wait a second. I did give no. Hang on. I gave 2 minutes notice. Wait, no, 5 minutes.
That's more notice than Neo.
He gave half as much notice as me, but he was 4 times as late as me. So, who's
What's the logistics of this?
anyway? We're here now. Hi, hello.
Hi.
So you would know that Merlin is also responsible for the Order of the Golden Rose, which is a religious order and sect that is very prominent within Camelot specifically. It doesn't really have a huge amount of ties elsewhere. It has like a little bit of influence, but not a ton. So yeah, that's kind of one of the bigger things that he is known for, as the Order of the Golden Rose is a thing that is a group of, say, kind of religious sect that is very closely tied with Uther and Camelot's like political situation and power.
Excellent. Extremely
Yeah.
powerful arcanist and a religious leader. What could go
Yeah.
wrong?
And there's so many people here that should. Why are they all here? I hate it.
I think that's what nobles do. They just hang out together.
I suppose it makes sense that the big wizard guy would be here. He's got all that magic. He probably, or maybe he just flew here. I think his arms are tired.
I get it, because he's like a bird.
I just don't know if he has arm wings or back wings. First time I've actually seen him in person.
Wait, if he had either way, those wings shouldn't be big enough to carry his body on the ground, just due to how
I'll tell
Wings.
that to all the bird people.
he's like a bee. He doesn't make any sense.
Please work.
Makes sense.
Well, according to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee could get its little fat body off the ground.
Well,
I
then,
actually don't. Yeah.
then the laws of aviation are woefully misunderstood. 'Cause
Okay.
obviously
What's
bees do fly.
aviation?
Flying.
Okay. Why don't you
Avi-
just call it laws of flying? Why are there laws for it?
There are laws for everything. Everything works according to laws.
Like what? You're not allowed to fly backwards.
Now, different kinds of laws. Less laws like, oh, a king said you can't do this, and more laws like, oh, this is how the universe works.
Sounds like magic.
I'm saying this as I'm walking down the stairs.
Okay. You guys start to head down, and you come to a kind of a small landing. It's like a little, like 5-foot platform, essentially, and there does appear to be a locked door at the bottom.
Interesting.
Is there
Well,
anyone on the other side?
yeah, can I listen? Look through
Yeah, give me a
peepholes?
perception check.
I see.
Double checking. If I have anything cool. No, I had like a 7 and I already burned it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You burned it for I forgot what.
I think it was something where I just needed like a very low flat check and a 7 just
Yeah.
got me over.
I think you needed like a 5 and you just used your 7.
Yeah, something like that.
You rolled another 19, Jupiter. You're going
Yeah,
to fucking die.
I'm only rolling
You're
19s today, actually.
You're going to fucking die.
Yeah, you put your ear to the door, and you don't hear a ton as far as like voices are concerned, but you do hear the sound of like metal kind of clinking and
Makes sense.
grinding against itself.
Chess pieces in there.
Oh, well. It's going to be hard to get by them if we just unlock the door.
With my proficiency in cooking, can I tell it that's someone stirring a pot?
Sure, you could give me a perception check and see if you can hear.
Does it sound like heavy enough to be a person? Is it rhythmic like walking?
Yeah. I got a 29 earlier. Oh no, 28.
Doesn't sound like pot stirring. Uh, there's not enough like resistance or like there's not like a wetness to it essentially.
It's not like a
Um,
clang, 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 clang. Stir.
Yeah, it's a bit more rhythmic. It sounds kind of it's like a gentle tapping, like a rhythmic banging.
That
That
doesn't
sounds
sound like
pieces.
anyone's cooking. Yeah,
right,
sounds
yeah.
like
Does it sound heavy enough that it could be like the pieces we've seen?
Potentially, it doesn't quite sound as like jangly. It doesn't sound like um, it doesn't sound like when they're walking.
Okay.
is there like a keyhole?
I was gonna say, do we have a way to peek?
I don't know. Do you have ways to peek through?
I
If
got
these
thieves'
tools with a mirror, right?
Thieves' tools with a
Same.
mirror into the door. If there's a keyhole,
Yeah, you can slide that stool mirror under the door.
wonderful.
Let's take a look.
Get stomped on immediately and we're busted.
Slide the mirror under and can take a look. It's very hard to kind of get a layout of this room with just the mirror, but you're able to kind of like angle it just enough that you're able to see. It does appear to be one of the chess pieces, but it's sitting down currently, and it seems to be just gently hammering on a piece of metal.
Interesting.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a guard, because then I would have been like, "That's the place we have to go," because there's a guard.
Right. Well, I mean, it might be like a workshop or something. Are there
I
any
haven't seen-
any smells coming from in there? Like hot
Mhm.
iron or like cooking? Or...
No,
Oil?
like none of that like hot metal smell or anything like sulfurous or anything like that. Um, but you do get a scent of like mild decay. And I think angling the mirror a little bit more, you can see that there does appear to be um, a couple of like boxes that are stacked in the room.
Okay.
You don't see a ton else. Don't see any like exits from this room other than this door, as far
Sure.
as you can tell. But you also don't have a full. You can't quite get a full view
Right.
of the layout of the room. But the room
Right.
itself doesn't seem too large, as far as you can tell.
Right. Or keep going. Sorry.
It almost has the look and feel of like a storage area, but like a locked storage area for potentially like the guests here.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I have a proposition. We didn't come here to not get our hands dirty. There's no way they built a whole tower going down to this level just to have one tiny room here, and there's only one enemy in there. I think maybe we barge in and take him out quickly.
All right.
Try to do
It's
it quietly, no loud spells.
It's a
If
chess
anyone-
piece. It's like it malfunctioned. Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Or we can get rid of the body.
Yeah, we can try to hide it. The point, though, is that eventually we're going to have to start breaking some rules, and I think that while the queen is outside in a known location is a decent time to do it.
Yeah, let's do it now.
You
All right,
guys,
stay. Oop, what you
Oh,
What's that, Nara?
you guys remember like Tweedledee, Tweedledum?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Big fucks.
You know, they shared like eyesight. You don't think since they work with the same queen, like maybe these chess pieces have like a hive mind or something?
Oh, maybe. This is extremely retroactive. We saw a bunch of the pieces in the chase just now where he pretended to run into the kitchen. Did I get that vibe? Did they all flinch at the same time? Did they all look at the same time?
I've also studied the pawn that we had.
You have. I will say, give me a. What would this be, even? I guess maybe an Arcana check.
I could see arguments for Arcana. I could see an argument for investigation or perception. Maybe
Yeah.
insight. It's all very retroactive, so I'm expecting a hard DC or
Right.
like a penalty.
It's a pretty hard DC.
But I'll try it. We'll see how it goes.
There's the 4.
Oh, I stopped rolling nat 19s.
Same.
Hey,
At 19.
Not 20 though.
Net 20 for Nara.
It is a net 20 for 19. I think, Nara, you have this moment of like a realization, and I think you feel very confident that it is certainly a possibility, but you can't think of any moments that like fully confirm that suspicion. And I think that Jupiter and Alistair, upon Nara informing you of this possibility, you also kind of have this understanding of like, that's not an impossibility.
We haven't seen the justification for it yet.
Right. I think part of the problem is that you haven't really been in a ton of situations where there have been multiple of them.
Mhm.
And you haven't been in situations where like you've been able to observe multiple of them in like separately
Yeah.
during like simultaneous events sort of thing.
I do have one question. Whenever we were breaking in, or well, not breaking in, throwing the paper bird earlier, and I observed on top of the maze, had I seen multiple of them from up there?
You did.
Okay, but nothing that indicated that they had a hive mind.
Yeah, there wasn't like a situation where like one of them had suddenly like some little bit of chaos had happened, and then suddenly all of them swarmed, even though some of them shouldn't have been able to see or something like that.
I will say, if this ends up being correct, this is going to be such a Dash moment. For him to have just a wild off the wall theory, remembering things from earlier and being completely correct.
I will say, this theory is something that is relatively easy to test, theoretically.
True, if we go in there and we attack this thing and we have 4,000 things behind us at a dead end, then we know it's true. Anyway, unless you guys have other thoughts, I think we give it a shot. I think we start breaking some rules.
We've been breaking rules.
Sick, let's do it.
Yep.
It's all you, Stain.
Hey, hold on. Pulls out his like Steve.
Start to kind of fiddle with the lock, and it's locked pretty tight, and you feel like you get a couple of the pins up, and then you feel the whole like handle suddenly like kind of jerk, and the pins reset.
Something up with this one.
What's up with it?
I think it reset.
You think it's like enchanted?
I think so.
Can I like take a look at the door and try to inspect the magic, see how it works?
Worked no magic lock before.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Yeah, that's plenty for this. It seems to be just like a basic arcane lock spell, but it's on an already extremely sturdy lock.
Gotcha. Okay. So we could potentially get it. We just need a much better roll than that.
Either a much better roll, or if you could dispel the arcane lock spell, then you think you could?
I do have Dispel prepared for just this sort of thing. I have tons of mana. Let me double check the components. How far down are we? Let me see if this even has a verbal component now.
These are about a story, a little over a story. It's the basement.
Okay. Oh, it's verbal somatic only. Sick. Alright, I'm gonna dispel it. It should suppress it for about a minute or so. If you're ready to give it another shot.
You wanna stand back and do it? I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe. It should just make the magic... It'll turn the magic off for a while.
I mean, you might explode.
Oh, right, that. Yeah. Yeah, good call, good call.
So, like, back away from me, specifically.
Yeah, I background as far as I can, which because of the spiral staircase is not a ton, but I do it from like behind the corner of the central column.
Okay.
Knock off mana. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, there's no check required on it. It's a very basic spell. You're able to suppress it.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
nothing weird
For
happens.
something.
wonderful. Right now.
Alright, hold on. I think it's down by one.
If that is down by
So,
one, I can fix it.
A guidance would be nice.
Yeah. Guidance is also just verbal somatic.
Yeah.
There we go. 27.
You give him a little pat, and you're able to eventually just barely click the lock open.
Oh. He just like come here gesture.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
On 3.
On 3. Yep. 2.
He only has the 3 fingers.
1. Breach.
After abstraction, open knob, shoulder in.
Right.
Return knob.
Throw the door open, and you guys see appears to be just a pawn in there, currently banging on a piece of metal, kind of rhythmically. Looks up, and can I have you guys roll initiative?
Hell yeah. This poor
I don't have a
guy.
map. I don't have a map for this room because it's
Yeah,
it's
fair
tiny.
Yeah, last person in. Shut the door. I have no token to select. Let me just track myself.
Okay, roll.
Let's roll these. Hey, you beat me.
Okay.
Big one.
Surprised though.
Yeah, I might be surprised. How about everyone else?
Is Quaku still mingling in the other room?
Okay.
Guess it's his birthday. We can let him have fun.
I'm not having fun. Are you kidding me? I'm stressed the F out.
All right, Jupiter. What do you do?
All right. Jupiter does not have tools for taking somebody down quietly. He is going to use his turn, essentially doing a seek action. I'm looking around to make sure, are we the only people down here? Are there other entrances? What was this guy doing? I'm trying to assess the situation. I'm seeking.
Yeah, easy enough to do. You guys give me a perception check just to keep an eye out for any hidden things.
Yep.
On a 25, you do notice that there is. So the room itself is essentially like a maybe 15 by 15 foot room. Decently large, though it's significantly more cramped because it's filled with a decent
Right,
amount
right.
of like boxes and other things.
Big for a bedroom, small
Um,
for a storeroom.
Right. But it seems to be small, but like there's essentially kind of like one of those large kind of scroll case cabinets. And that is currently got like a metal mesh kind of door that is locked. Pond seems to be sitting on what appears to just be like a large bucket that's turned upside down, and it was banging on a small piece of like metal, like red metal plating. It seems to have been like repairing something. And off to your right, there is essentially what appears to be just like a set of boxes, as well as uh, a pair of like large coffins. One of which seems to be just like an ornate kind of like black coffin, and then the other seems to be like a sarcophagus of some sort. And then there's a couple of other like boxes with large locks and like storage trunks. And the important thing about that is that that is all along the kind of like right side wall, and there's a thin wire trap that seems to be in front of it.
Okay.
That seems to be Gabriella's shit.
I was going to say, this sounds like all of Gabriella's shit that was brought here while she's staying here.
It seems like those two certainly are, but there's a couple of the chests that definitely have a make that does not necessarily suit her aesthetic.
Sure.
Several of the chests seem to be not of the same build or make, so
For
you
sure.
imagine that they belong to a couple of the other guests as well.
Yeah, we have a couple of undead
but
guests here.
The big noteworthy thing are the coffin and sarcophagi.
All right, wonderful. I'm going to assume some of that is probably part of the Undead Dragon Cult. We know that they are in cahoots. That is my turn. I am going to go stand in front of the tripwire just so that, like, if anybody gets towards it, I can shoulder them away.
Perfect. That'll bring us to Alistair.
Looking at my spells, I realize that so many of Alistair's spells make a big large noise when he uses them.
Uh-huh.
So that's not going to work.
At the door.
I'm not the last in.
Is everyone inside? I don't actually know who was inside.
We're fully just going on initiative order.
Right.
So Nara will have to close the door. Let's see. It's just the one pawn.
Seems to be.
We beat up a pawn before. How bad could it be? And he's in here banging on metal and no one heard it, so I'm going to bang on metal and punch him. He'll need to do more than just repair whatever he was repairing.
To be clear, the door was closed.
Behind us. Okay.
17 is their armor class, though.
If it makes like a big thump, he probably won't swing again, but if it's not too loud, I'll do it again.
You know how it sounds. I assume you've been doing this
Yeah.
for a while.
I mean, against the metal on metal, I guess.
Yeah.
Clock 'em. It's not quiet, but, you know. You guys are downstairs, theoretically.
They're playing croquet. Maybe someone hit the ball really hard. It's
We're
fine.
outside a little bit.
Oh, nice.
But a crit for a whole 2 more damage than the not crit.
Yeah, you go in, clock this thing. It seems quite dazed as it jerkily kind of like starts to rise up to its feet.
Okay. Then I'll just get out of the way so that everyone can get in the room and keep punching this guy. Or getting this guy.
All right.
Is he surprised? I'm assuming he's surprised.
He's not. He is
No.
assigned to guard this room.
Okay.
And also do repairs.
He's also a construct, so he's,
Mm.
he's literally doing nothing else. He is going to step forward, and I need Alistair and Jupiter both to make dexterity saving throws.
Alistair, come on.
Alistair, you take 7 points of force damage and are knocked prone.
Oh, that's fine.
And then this thing is going to take the piece of metal that it had in its hand and the little hammer, and it's just going to bang it really loudly.
Oh no.
Do I hear that down at the party?
You are quite far away. Also, give me a perception check.
Nope.
There's a lot of. You're in a fairly crowded room currently. There's a lot of people that are still talking.
I'm sure if people look startled, I'll notice.
Honestly,
yeah.
ideal. We want as few people to hear this as we can.
Yeah. That will bring us to Stain.
I'll keep it down. He's gonna move over to it and just kind of Sonic the Hedgehog spin around, bop it a few times. Let's see. 1, 14, 2.
All right. 29 absolutely hits for 14. As a reaction, it's going to use its en passant.
En passant.
Incredible.
It doesn't have its normal weapon because it was repairing itself.
A light hammer. Not 20.
It's still going to crack you across the jaw with it, though.
I think as it does that, the second hit, they punch each other at the same time.
Oh, yeah, fully.
In passing, what
Oh,
did I
this-
say?
Minus 12. 36 HP left. And bonus action, another boop. 13 misses.
13 does miss.
I think he gets knocked back. Just tries to hit it with its tail mid-flight, miss.
That, however, will bring us to Nara.
Door.
Great. First thing first, Nara rushes in and tries to shut the door behind him.
Yeah, grab the door, pull it closed behind you. It's a little click as it locks.
And does the pawn still have the hammer in his hand?
Yeah.
All right. Nara's gonna try and get that out of his hand.
Okay.
Good call.
Give me an attack roll. It does not manage to resist all of its might. You hit it kind of in the wrist joint, and the little ball peen hammer goes scattering to the floor.
That Volpine hammer did 2d6 damage.
Oh yeah, Nika's around my neck.
Sure is.
Nico comes alive and tries to fight him.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. That'll do.
18 damage.
Yeah, Nico bites in, fangs flaring up, and see teeth just sink into this metal as it begins to melt around his mouth. That brings us to the top of the round with Jupiter.
All right. You said the hand. Well, okay. I'm gonna go close the door.
Nara closed.
Door's closed.
Okay, it's already closed. Wonderful, perfect. Okay, excellent. Now that the door's closed, I call it, "Hey, Trap, watch the wire," and then I'm gonna come over. And with the sword, essentially, what I'm trying to do is jam this in around the base of his head and twist it rather than like do a big banging hit. Let me check and see if this has components. Just somatic material, and it is not thunder damage. 29 for 17.
Yeah, that is plenty. Jam the sword into the like this kind of like small crack in the armor. Give it a twist, and there's a popping as you feel something inside like disconnect, and the whole thing just goes limp.
Wonderful. All right, excellent. That being the case, I'll go over and lock the door.
Automatically locks.
Oh, perfect. Does it have an unlock mechanism from inside? Are we trapped in here?
It does have a unlock on the inside,
Okay, all right.
fortunately.
Also,
Rubs his jaw.
boy, okay, I kind of thought Kohaku was with us. If we're gonna start breaking rules and doing stuff like this, we gotta get Kohaku with us.
What? No, this is the best time to break rules. Without Kohaku. What the fuck are you talking about, Doge?
I will break other countries' rules all day long.
I was gonna say this doesn't hurt
He
his
doesn't
honor.
respect my culture.
Oh, that's
Why
I
would I?
forgot. He was a hypocrite.
No, it's not. It's
Really?
it's not about rules. It's about honor.
Right.
He'll fight villains all day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's find out if this is a dead end or not, and if it's not, we need to get Kohaku.
While they're checking out the boxes, Nara's gonna try and like imitate the beat with the hammer. It's on the metal.
Oh,
Okay.
good call. Good call.
Yeah. Start tapping on it gently.
Ali, can you turn into a pawn with your mask? Does it not have the right features?
I would assume it.
I think it needs to be a humanoid.
Is it not a humanoid?
No, it's a construct.
Construct.
But I do have a homunculus who should be able to use a simple task like beating on a piece of metal.
Meow. I can go get Kohaku.
Before any of this, I need somebody to roll a d20. Okay. That is very good.
Love to hear it.
For who though?
For you guys, theoretically. Now, I am going to. How do I want to do this? There were two fairly loud noises that occurred here. That, like, you guys are in a small room with a spiral staircase. I'm going to do a couple of perception checks. The only rooms that are currently occupied that would be close enough to potentially reasonably hear it are two of the rooms that you guys passed, but also the courtyard. The courtyard is very loud currently. There's a lot of people. There's a decent amount of talking, but they are also playing what is essentially posher golf. So it's somewhat quiet.
Are they using flamingos?
Yes, and they are smacking armadillos. So yeah, I'm going to do one perception check for each of those rooms. What do you guys do?
If anyone finds anything here that needs Kohaku, I can go get him.
We should be able to just open the door when you get back.
You want a secret knock?
Yeah, let's do a secret knock, just in case. I mean, we probably should bring him, right? Maybe he'd be less anxious if we brought him down here. Doesn't have to put on his face.
He just shrugs. He
Yeah, go
chose
get
to
him.
stay up there. Maybe he's doing his job. Keeping people off it.
I guess, but like at this point, it might be better to have him down here. What if there's a bunch of guards and we would have been fine if we had had one more pair of feet.
Okay, I'm back.
Maybe.
Yeah, if this ends up being a dead end, I think it's good for him to be up there and be a distraction. But once we find a spot that goes deeper in and we're ready for the actual evacuation,
That's what I mean. Go find something.
yeah, we all got to be together because
Okay.
we got to go through the mirror.
Right. Kind of mean if we all left him here by himself.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we can't do that.
Anyway, you go find something. You want to disable that tripwire so I can steal all this stuff?
Yes.
Give me a sec. What's the nature of this tripwire?
It looks like it's rigged to that over there. I haven't really looked at it closely.
I'll do a perception check. Be a thievery tools check to figure out what it does. A wire trap makes sense in this place. It's small. I don't think it's gonna explode or anything because it's like her house, right?
Maybe.
Why would
does
she
seem a
blow
little
up her
crazy,
house?
But yeah, hopefully.
I heard that that's bad for vampires. She don't got a house to sleep in, she'll die.
Oh, true, yeah.
So whatever it is, it's probably some way to alert her. I could also just step over the tripwire. But I think it might be connected to the other stuff.
I was going to say, I assumed it was, like, rigged to, like, when it was opened. Rather than being, like, sprawled across the floor. But I'm not sure. Dread will tell us when he gets back.
Yeah, I figured we weren't gonna open them. I was just gonna paint them into the scroll. Trap and all.
Oh, we could... Oh, boy, maybe. Does that... Can you put creatures in there? Because I'm pretty sure there might be undead shit in these. At the very least, there's bodies in there. It smells like death.
Yeah. Well, they ain't coming out. We've been talking a lot shit.
Yeah, they might be sleeping. Well, what happens if you put... Can you put creatures in there?
Probably not. A lot magic, like storage magic, doesn't really like you to put living things in
The
it.
bag is fine.
Well, the bag's different, and also there's only a limited amount of air. I mean, I guess if it's an undead, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't need the air, right?
I think it's gotta be an object or a vehicle. Is a dead body a vehicle? Or an object?
I think it'd be an object. I don't know how
Well,
it would be
it's-
considered a vehicle.
Because it's got a ghost moving it. It's if a dead body's an object and it's being moved by something, then it's a vehicle. Therefore, it can be put in here.
The word you're looking for is vessel, and I don't think it's quite
Vehicle.
the same intent.
You tell me what a thing is when someone drives it.
I don't know if a ghost piloting an undead corpse counts as a vehicle. I think
It's a fucking horse, a vehicle.
No.
Can I put a horse in here? Why
No,
is it not a vehicle? You ride it.
A cart is a vehicle. A wagon is a vehicle.
A wagon doesn't move.
A boat is a vehicle.
You gotta. A boat doesn't move without the wind.
Yeah, vehicles only move when things move. Then that's correct. Yeah.
So a dead body is a vehicle. By that fucking logic.
Sure, a rock is a vehicle because you can push it around. A
Yeah.
spoon is a vehicle.
Yeah, and I can move them into this scroll.
That sounds very compelling. We'll see if magic agrees with you.
You're the magic guy. You tell me if I'm wrong or right,
Oh, you're almost certainly wrong.
and explain why.
Because it's not a vehicle.
How so?
Words do have meanings, and those meanings are important.
Exactly. And I've
Deciding
explained the
with
meanings. If a dead body is being moved by something else, it's a vehicle.
A mind can be a vehicle for an idea. A
Yeah,
body is a
put-
vehicle
Exactly.
for
Let's
the
get
soul.
metaphorical with it. Let's go.
Mhm.
Why not? It's the word.
Where's Drake?
Well,
Drake,
no.
please save us.
I'm on your side, Chris. 10 out of 10%, 100%.
So wait, let's Feywild wording this shit. I would make an argument for any other thing, but like
The whole
an
planet is a
undead
vehicle.
creature, yeah, an undead body, yeah, but it doesn't fit the 50-foot, 500 cubic feet, I think.
Oh, fair. You're right. I'm a vehicle. My body is a vehicle for my mind.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys decide what you're doing?
Yes.
Stealing.
We are inspecting the tripwire. And also, Stain wants to know if an undead creature is a vehicle, because there's a ghost in it.
No.
Cool.
So a creature is not a vehicle because they're alive, and dead bodies are objects. So if an object is being moved by something, it's a vehicle. Therefore, undead are vehicles.
But
I
undead
do-
are also just
I do
Objects.
really appreciate this as a argument, but not
Yeah.
all undead are controlled by a ghost.
Okay, well, we have to be so careful here,
Specifically
because you just
zombies
set the
and
precedent.
vampires.
You just set the precedent that if it was being piloted by a ghost, it would be a vehicle, and I
That's
need you
it
to walk
is
that
though.
back right
you
now.
you cannot say no because it's true.
It's simply not true. That's not what the word vehicle means.
So, are you guys all down in the basement currently? Except for Kohaku.
Yeah, we're everyone else is checking to see if there's a way out or a way further in
Yeah.
or downward. And if there is, and I'm gonna go get Kohaku. But I am putting the pawn in this scroll, the pawn's body, which
Okay.
is an object now that's not animated. And we're
Yeah.
trying to figure out a way to undo this tripwire.
And
Give-
since Goldfish is a homunculus, he can kind of be a little solid. He's like more like an ooze than like a T. So I'm gonna have him keep doing the hammer, just in case that was like some weird signal.
Sounds good. So he's banging on the piece of metal plate.
Yep.
Whoever wants to, Jupiter, if you want to give me an investigation to check out the tripwire, you can. And anybody else who's kind of searching the space can give me an investigation check.
I will pass on both of those. I'm not good at investigation.
I can do investigation. Let me look at it.
I'm spending a minute drawing that pawn into the scroll.
Okay.
34.
34 is plenty. Seems to be a tripwire that you're able to pretty quickly identify is connected to both an alarm spell as well as a series of blade traps.
Mm.
Blade traps make sense.
You
It
don't
wouldn't
trip
explode.
And real quick,
Well, yeah.
okay, what is the like? Is this tripwire in front of a coffin? In front of like what? Where is it laid out, and how would it be triggered? Is it when you open the door?
it's-
Is it?
It seems to be in front of essentially both the coffins, but also there are several other boxes. It's essentially like one side of the wall or one side of the room has been fully dedicated to storing and stacking up a bunch of like valuables, essentially.
Right, right.
And the tripwire is like on the way towards that. So it's
Okay.
like a little bit in front of it, but if you went to pick up one of those boxes or open it or anything, it would be very possible to step on that trap
I
and
gotcha.
then be decapitated immediately.
That makes a lot of sense.
As this is happening, you you guys start to hear the echo of metal footsteps.
Coming from down, up, or not down, but
From
But it have to
coming
be up,
down.
yeah. I
Sounds
think we
bad.
hide around the corner. Hope he comes in to check, listening to Goldfish bang on the thing, and then we gank him.
yeah, let's do that.
Unless it's Kwaku.
Why
Which
would
it
he have
wouldn't be
metal
because of metal,
footsteps?
metal footsteps.
So let's hide and try to gank this one too.
Okay.
I never said the high heels I got weren't metal caps.
True.
They go clack clack though. In the corner.
You guys hear the door unlock,
Oh great.
and as it's about to be opened, it suddenly stops.
Hmm. I guess we just
I hold
Wait.
Holds breath,
patient.
sweating
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, exactly. I don't think we do anything.
Yeah, a few seconds pass as this is happening. Kohaku, up in the ball. You're chit chatting with some of the nobles and other people here. As this is happening, there's a moment where suddenly you can see that things start to go a little bit dim, and then
Oh.
everything goes dark as the eclipse hits.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Flicks.
As this happens, you are able to hear the sound of just this like ch-ch-ch, as all of the chess pieces seem to deactivate.
Oh,
oh
Oh my gosh. They stopped moving because of the eclipse.
Would you like to do anything?
does anyone seem alarmed?
Not immediately. Like people were expecting the eclipse. Several of them like hurry outside to experience it. But that's about it.
Yeah, then it seems normal. Nothing seems crazy. I'm doing my job. I'm distracting. I don't know that everyone wants me down in the basement.
Guys, I miss Rari so much.
I don't know that
Same.
you are in the basement. I think you could be anywhere in the castle.
fuck. Well, I guess we don't know that's what happened. It just stopped.
Give it 30 seconds and Stain's gonna check it out. Maybe they left.
We didn't hear her leave. For there going to be anybody who speaks out loud, Jupiter is like trying to shush them.
Yeah,
As-
he's not saying so.
As you are sitting there for a few moments, and all you hear a like creaking from behind you.
Coffins.
Yep, watching the coffins.
Shit.
Turn and you see the sarcophagus lid move slowly.
My eyes kind of dart toward the tripwire, and I was like, I wonder if it's gonna step on the tripwire and get its head decapitated.
That would be the best possible outcome.
That would be really funny.
The alarm's gonna go off.
A few moments pass as sarcophagus lid stops moving, and then it slowly begins to tilt forward and then slams, crushing the tripwire. Several blades swing past, and you see an empty sarcophagus. But you also hear a loud ringing of the alarm. What do you
Did I?
Dispel it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did we get any sort of like magic vibes as that was going on? Did I feel anything? It had to be, right? It's a fucking sarcophagus opening on its own, but like a sense for what it was.
You could give me an Arcana check, maybe. You don't have a ton to go on, but could give it a look.
What's the look of the sarcophagus? Like a very fancy European gilded casket.
No, it seems to have been like a stone sarcophagus, like where it's almost got this like Egyptian mummy kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, I'm not sure Stain has ever seen this kind of vibe, unless like people from Iron Sand have had that kind of aesthetic, because he's mingled with a lot of people in Iron Sand.
Is it similar to the one in the crypt by the lake? Where we got the anklet as we were going into the moon vault?
Similar, but definitely similar in the sense that it is a stone sarcophagus, though this one appears a bit more ornate. There seem to be some gold filigree and a lot more intricate stonework. It seemed very old, and there was a lot of like runes kind of carved along it.
Is there any chance Kohaku might hear the alarm, or anyone else?
I think, yeah. At this point, like you guys all hear
Door's
this
closed.
loud alarm going off.
Okay.
Door doesn't matter. That's the point of this alarm, is to notify people that somebody is in.
And then the dog bit it completely off. That's crazy. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. There's an alarm. I must interrupt. There's a most urgent matter. It's just come to my attention. Someone's been feeding the Duke's prize peacocks beans, and as you know, there's deadly allergic. I, as a Western man, am obviously familiar with mystic Western medicine, so I'm going to go and give them a hand. And please do not panic. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Can they tell what direction the alarm is coming from?
Yeah. Kohaku, give me a deception check with advantage.
17.
A bunch of them begin to clap. It says, "Oh, he's so kind and brave."
I'm just gonna save those peacocks.
Let's save that peacock. But yeah, what do you guys do? Are you guys literally just staying in this room while the alarm is going off?
Alarm's
no,
going
no,
off.
like
No.
We gotta
6
go.
seconds have passed.
Yeah.
I assume that when the alarm goes
No,
off,
not 6 seconds. I've been asking you guys for 15 minutes what you guys are
and
doing.
we've been
and you're
giving
like,
descriptions
we're
and
staying in
asking
this room.
questions. Yeah, so we waited by the door. The thing came down. It paused. We waited 30 seconds, and then the sarcophagus fell down.
Yeah.
And then we asked some questions about the sarcophagus. The alarm starts going off. I assume we race up the stairs, which means we open the door and see what's out there.
Yeah. Open the door. Okay, if they're still there, whatever, beat them up.
You push the door open, and you see a... I'll just show you what you see. See a tall, slender, red figure.
Oh,
Is that a queen?
I think it's the queen.
Seems to be a queen.
I see this big figure, Nara, pick it up.
Huh?
I'm gonna start painting it while we're running.
What?
Okay, how big is this thing?
They're quite tall, probably a good 7 feet of metal.
Of metal.
There's no moving it.
Right,
Like,
come on, you pick this up.
What, you can't?
I mean,
We carry Nico all night.
try. I'm gonna have to drag it a little bit. I think I'm gonna make noise dragging this thing around.
We gotta go
Well-
fast. We don't have time for that. We gotta go.
Well, you can also, look, no one can prove we were the ones who sprung it. Let's
yeah, but
start
if we're
pointing.
down here,
What happened? We heard the stuff. We heard the alarm. What's going on? Ah, I'm just a kobold.
Jupiter turns into the smallest
you guys-
spider that he can.
okay.
He's gone.
guys-
There's no saving this.
Okay,
Yeah,
you guys-
that's what we
Jupiter-
do. Like,
Jupiter turns into a spider. You guys make it up the stairs,
Mhm.
and you see that there's a bunch of people crowded around the stairs.
Tip, that's why I said we should have been down there first. No one listens to me.
This isn't the bathroom.
Alarm's going off down there. Somebody help.
the guards were collapsed on the ground. It's,
All the guards are not moving. I'm hungry.
there's a big sarcophagus down there, and it's open. Did someone break into that? Who knows?
There's so little opportunity where you guys can salvage this.
Yeah,
There was if we
Um,
stayed down and have people
no.
be like,
No, truly, there was not.
what do you mean?
I gotta be honest with you. Oh,
Because they can't prove we were inside. And everyone's frozen.
this
There were a few moments where there was no one here, and we could have just been like,
I
we
was
got
gonna
here
s-
first and saw it.
Okay,
I was
we
gonna
could've-
say, it depends
actually,
on who
we could've
shows up
put-
first.
if we put Stain in the bag, and Nara and I could have been invisible, and Jupiter was a spider.
we're gonna find out who shows up.
Yeah.
Right. I do think, for the
I
record, Stain is onto something. We could play it off like we simply got here before everybody else.
Hey, dude, they can prove it.
I need to iterate that you guys are in the castle of somebody who's going to have a child
Yeah.
decapitated
Yeah,
because she painted her flower.
Oh, we're not getting a fair trial here. No, yeah.
right.
No,
like
no.
We don't have to be
Uh,
right. We have to convince her that we're right. Which is why
Right.
I turned into a spider, because that's not happening.
okay, I gotta figure it. You know what? I need to do a thing very quick. Who here is the least lucky?
Out of character or in character?
Out of
You.
character.
Out of character?
It's my good friend Drake.
Yeah, it's you. uh,
After Drake
Is that your final answer?
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d6. You guys
boy.
want me to roll low.
Okay.
God
Cool.
That's
damn
fun.
it.
Go.
You really are unlucky.
Five witches show up.
I mean, they're all already here. They don't show up. They just walk down the
They're
hallway.
here.
It's runtime. It's so runtime.
It's
We gotta find Dinah and we
But
gotta
out-
bounce.
I don't know if we have time to find Dinah. We've been trying for the last 2 hours.
Was in the way down, and whatever that sarcophagus is, like, all the guards are currently down. We could just book it.
That's what I'm saying. I like with the whole reason we did the divination is because this eclipse is apparently the best opportunity to do this. I think we have a minute-long window to supermarket sweep this castle. We can outrun the queen. If we can outrun the queen, we don't have to deal with the guards. We literally split up, supermarket sweep, find Dinah, and bounce.
First we have to like pinpoint her, but
It's
What
the
if we-
people who are like gawking that's gonna be the problem.
They're nobles. They're not going
And
to stop
literally-
us.
No,
Did-
I mean they are gonna talk, and we just have to convince them that we weren't the one who did it. Like them, we came here to gawk at the sound.
True. I'm a spider, so I can't communicate this, but I do think
Yeah.
there is a possibility you saw this, especially because they all just watch these things like freeze. Like that thing could literally have frozen, fallen down the stairs, and that's what the bang was. Like I don't know. There's options. I believe that you
Oh.
can do it. I just don't know if it's going to work, so I turned into a spider.
we
Yeah.
we might have Gabriella, since like she was trying to make a bargain with us, like since it's her stuff that was in that room, and my
This is
imagination
literally
was
her
too weird,
doing.
we could like barter to like, hey, make up some bullshit or cover this shit up.
Right.
Probably
right.
was her. She probably
I-
moved the lid.
I don't know if it is. The sarcophagus was a different style. This reminds me so much. First of all, this is Undead Dragon Cult for sure. But it reminds me so much of the time-locked crypt. There was another place with a bunch of stone architecture. The style was different, but the magic is similar. It's lunar locked. It's corresponding to the eclipse. The eclipse happens, the
Yeah.
seal opens, the sarcophagus opens and releases some evil into the world. Some bad shit just happened over the course of the eclipse, and we don't know what it is.
Yeah, really should dispel that alarm the moment you discovered there
Oh,
was
it's
an
too
alarm.
late. The alarm had already gone off.
Yeah,
I'm not
should've.
wasting 5 mana. That's like it
I mean,
was too
prior
late.
to that, like when it was discovered, you should have immediately.
When
Because we
you
were
had-
going to try and open the trap anyway, so you would have had to.
Oh,
You guys
well,
did.
I mean, I had faith that we wouldn't trigger the trap. I assumed that we were just going to paint it. That was the plan. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting a
Moments.
sarcophagus to fall on it.
Yeah.
Start slowly opening and be like, "Well, what are we gonna do?" We'll watch it, of course, and fight whatever comes out. Nothing came out.
Nothing came out. All right.
Well,
This is what
something came out
we're
for
gonna do.
sure. We just didn't see it.
I rolled a 5. There are 5 of you.
Oh,
Each
boy.
of you choose a tile from the top 3 rows.
Are we?
Up
Is
three
this
rows.
who shows up first? Do we get to know what we're doing?
This is who will show up.
Okay.
I want to go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Meta talk. We know these are hand-picked. That means he won't put important faces right next to each other. Humans avoid that kind of thing because they think it's not random. So if we find a face, click near the face.
Also, he knows you know that.
He put my dad in 2 adjacent squares earlier.
Reverse psychology.
Your dad might be a special case, but you could be right.
I agree with that Minesweeper rules.
Well, who picked the first one? There you
This
go.
one.
I think that was it. Yeah, looked like it.
Boy.
Uh,
Oh, that's so shitty.
The twins.
God
we picked 1 and got
damn
2.
it. That's
Just
so
4 more.
shitty. Speaking of special cases, this is absolutely an instance where he could have put these 2 together intentionally, so maybe don't.
When you saw the one.
No! What are you doing?
Hey!
Oh, Biscuit, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't trust that. I don't trust that one bit. Oh my god, guys.
The white one above.
Now that you pointed it out, no.
Great sounded excited.
And so here's
Don't
that
here's
was
the-
what I picked.
here's the
yes.
reason that I'm excited is because I just fucked around and put these wherever. I don't know where these are either
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is
because
one I
the
picked.
way that I have to layer this, I have to put the
Yeah,
face icons on the map layer,
yeah. Roll,
and then I have to put the actual tokens above it, so I can't see the shit either.
right. Roll 20
Is a
doesn't have
full
like a layer
mystery.
system.
Right. Well, pick what you will.
That
was the
also
one I
means
picked. Yeah.
that he cannot money
Okay.
haul us.
It's a rook.
Oh, it's frozen. It's
Nice.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
for a
nothing.
few seconds
That's
anyway.
Well, maybe a minute.
Okay.
The eclipse is gonna
Knowing-
work for a while.
Knowing that the characters are on a baked layer and that you can't rearrange them behind the scenes, so there's no chance of money hauling going on, I'm going to click right here. Sick.
Oh,
5 of us.
We need one
For four.
more. Who do we need? Is it
Think
Dash?
Dara?
I haven't
No,
picked yet.
I chose the first one.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
you
Is it Fritz?
Oh boy. No, it's me. I haven't picked yet.
Okay.
I'll see this white one here.
You cowards.
I'm so proud of us. No!
Oh, yeah.
yay!
Oh,
She's
wait,
fine.
Dash, sick.
She,
She kind of owes us one. Sort of.
You mean-
I guess a little.
it makes sense. She was in that room to begin with. She would come look.
Yeah,
This could have
yeah.
been much worse.
This could have been much worse.
Let me tell you, this could have been real bad.
And to reveal them all, just to
I'm
Oh
curious.
no, I can't.
Oh, this mission's not
I-
over. He can't reveal it because we're
Oh, yeah.
going.
Right.
We lucked out so hard on this 5 pick.
I
The twin is the problem here.
genuinely, you guys got so lucky with this.
the queen
Um,
could have appeared.
I think the twins are
Maybe she-
closer to being on our side.
I was
than-
going to say the twin might
Maybe it's our
actually be
twin.
willing to let this slide.
You got along with the twin even.
I didn't get positive reputation. I got nothing.
Yeah.
But
That's better than nothing with an introvert.
that's good. That's a
yes,
good point.
It's true. With an introvert, that was effectively
It's a
positive.
positive interaction. True.
So yeah, you guys begin to rush up, and you can see a what appears to just be a kind of like tall, kind of lanky-looking lizard folk noble, and he has currently got Marie and Marin behind them.
Oh, it's
Um,
Phil.
And then following them is Kaku hobbling along. What was all that racket?
It looks like one of these guards fell down the stairs and collapsed at the end of the door. It's one of the really big ones. The tall one.
Oh, the knights?
No, that one's two horse. It's like a lady figure.
Oh, one of the queens.
The queen has queen guards? That seems weird, but okay.
You know, these Mervayans and their symbolism and shit. Their aesthetics.
This castle is so aesthetic.
Is everything alright? Yes, did anything happen?
Loud sound. Stays covering his ears.
Peeked in the door down there, and there seems to be some sort of large stone box that the lid came off of. But I don't know beyond that. Came back up here because, didn't want to go snooping.
Interesting. Around this time, a very faint bit of light starts to stream down onto the courtyard again.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
You guys see the some of the guards start to chess pieces start to move again. If you don't mind, why don't you show us what you found?
If the queen would be okay with that. I mean, don't want to be snooping around places we're not supposed to go.
Well, she has a tournament to finish. Can't go having any more loud noises distracting her.
Fair point.
The alarm is still going, right?
It was just kind of like a loud blaring, and
Oh, one loud ring.
Yeah, I can't really refuse. That seems reasonable.
Just in his purse.
so do you guys lead them down the stairs?
Yeah. Nara, I think Sprinkles needs to go potty if you want to take him outside. Here, you can take my bag so he can get in it.
What?
Oh, sure.
I'll show these ladies downstairs real quick and I'll meet you back up here. That's okay.
All right. Try not to take too long. There's could catch the tail end of the tournament.
Yeah, I'd love to see the winner and what happens to them. See what they ask of the queen. If it's not the queen, can the queen ask herself a favor? Isn't that just like... Anyway, yeah, let's go down. I'll pass off my bag of holding and put Stain in it. Give that to Nara.
It's already in it.
Okay, you're still in it, then yeah.
All right. Alistair, you start to head back down the staircase, followed by these individuals. All right, you're able to slip out with Stein. Jupiter, as a spider, you scurry along the roof.
Oh, is Allie down there alone now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notably, Stain is
Uh-huh.
making grabby hands at Ali. Like, no, Sprinkle
Yeah.
went Sprinkle. Sprinkle
Nara's
went
not-
Sprinkle.
Nara's not gonna go far. He's gonna like try and stay like near the front, like top of the steps near that door frame. And
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. I've at least heard this though. I've heard that the plan is that he's literally just gonna like show what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta trust. I'm gonna go to the top of the stairs, and I'm basically just gonna wait at the top of the stairs and make sure that there is not like a huge problem incoming. I'll try to find somewhere that
Okay.
is like much safer to hide, or possibly even a hall I can duck around to change back in my normal form, so I can look like a gawker.
Ooh.
Alistair,
Yes.
feel the cold steps under your feet as you descend down the staircase. Back at the bottom, you see that the queen piece is stood back up, and is in the room just beyond the threshold of the door. The door being held kind of like propped open slightly, and they seem to be investigating.
Guys, if we didn't leave any evidence, I don't think they have any proof it was us. I think Stain is completely right.
I
Yeah.
told you. Like, there's
Think
no,
he
they
is.
have no way to tell it was us.
Yeah, because we successfully sold it to all the first people that responded, there's no reason for them to think it was us. Unless the people who showed up first blab on us for some reason.
And
What
I
if they could,
don't
like,
think they will.
resurrect that pawn.
Yeah, the pawn could be a problem if they can revive the pawn. That is a very good point.
Nope, that's in my bag. My scroll.
Nice.
I got rid of it. I told you before.
The other worst thing that could happen is I show up and say, "Guys, the jig is up. We got to get out of here."
Dr. appears with
That's
a bunch of
what-
like new friends.
That's a little bit of what Jupiter is looking for, so let me know if you start to approach.
Oh, I've been in a sprint toward you. Well, toward where I think you might be. I'm sort of following the sound of the alarm, I think.
So apparently, it was one big one.
Yeah. As this is happening, Kohaku, you do arrive and you see this group of people descending back down the stairs with Alistair. See Nara and Stain waiting at the top of the stairs. Eventually, a little spider crawls down
oh.
and poofs into view.
Yeah. Something weird going on down
Oh.
there. Everything froze, and that big one tumbled down the stairs, crashed into the door.
Yeah, guys. There's. I heard a big alarm. Nobody's startled. I tried to calm them down. So.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We were just looking around. We were watching the croquet thing, and then the eclipse happened. All the robot things stopped. That big one tumbled down the stairs. We heard a
Big
crash.
sound.
Yeah. Crashed
All
through
the
the
ones
door. We heard a
upstairs
big alarm.
To...
Jupiter does wink at the end of that.
But I think that's normal and expected. Nobody seemed alarmed about it, so I shouldn't be alarmed about it either.
Yeah. Apparently the queen wasn't expecting it because it tumbled. Not the queen, but the chess queen. Anyway, Allie was one of the first people to get down and see it, so they've asked him to, give a testimony. And he his eyes go a little wide, like he's a little concerned by that.
If we're going back upstairs, just if anybody asks, I squeezed the peacock and the beans came out, and we're fine.
Oh, okay.
Understood. Okay.
But yeah, it seems like it fell down here, was crashed up against the door. The door was open a little bit.
Hmm.
The queen seems fine now.
As you begin to explain what had happened, the queen does turn to you all. Say, this area is off limits.
Oh my god, it speaks. Oh shit, it speaks.
Fine. It was deactivated. It didn't see us.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it knows it's us. I just don't think we've
Yeah.
seen one of these things speak before.
Yeah, this is you.
Yeah,
this,
that's-
this thing is you.
The knight and bishop pieces.
Oh yeah. No,
oh,
it was
right in the kitchen. You're
or
right.
be destroyed or something. Be
Right.
eradicated.
Oh, Queen, you're in the wrong area.
The queen can go wherever it wants. I'm not there. I just have to make a chess joke.
Oh, it was a chess joke.
Alistair, do you do anything? Is it to inform you of this?
Oh, see, I told you we should go back upstairs. We're not supposed to be down here.
Our apologies. Heard a loud noise. Do you happen to see anything?
The party is going crazy upstairs.
Negative. This came to investigate the noise and seem to have had a lapse in memory.
You are wasting everyone's time, Queen. We have exactly 8 and definitely no less pawns than that, so you can be replaced.
You're upstairs.
You're upstairs.
Oh, I thought I caught up.
You,
Everyone
to
is
the-
upstairs
separate.
besides
Alistair was
Alistair.
separated.
Oh.
Alistair's down in the place where the thing happened, and we're up here.
Yeah, Allie's at the scene of the crime. We're all waiting upstairs to look like innocent bystanders.
Oh my goodness, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unless you guys have some sort of clearance and want to keep going further, guess we should go back upstairs.
We were informed by the Queen to help investigate after the alarm was sounded.
Oh.
Ellie will look to the queen, but not the queen, the pawn, not even the
Chess
red
queen.
queen, the chess queen. There we go.
Yeah.
Queen bot.
Just see the Queen piece kind of. It almost seems to think for a moment. Then says, "Understood."
If we're going to investigate further, my friends upstairs are good at investigating. If we wanted to have more eyes on the scene.
We'll say, did you notice anyone suspicious?
Is that to me?
Yeah. Well, it was to your group.
We all regrouped at this point.
No, Alistair and the NPC group.
I see.
No. Just this young man who had heard the noise first and came running to investigate.
I thought someone had fell down the stairs. People drinking, stairs. Just wanted to make sure no one was hurt. I thought it was you that fell down the stairs, but
I have no recollection of falling down the stairs.
okay.
Give me a deception check with advantage.
Oh boy.
Ooh, boy. Dude, 12's okay.
You have a -1 in this.
I have a -1 to charisma checks mostly.
So you imagine Ali sweating and looking everywhere but the queen. Side-eyeing
checking.
everything.
I think I have to be able to see for Omen, but let me check.
I can't cast guidance on myself. That's suspicious.
That's incredibly suspicious, yeah. Yeah, I have to be able to see you. Damn.
Ooh.
Narrow success.
Hey guys, we do not deserve to get out of this uncaught. We've gotten so
No.
lucky.
We're unlucky and then lucky.
It balances out.
Factors we don't know what's going on are at play, and this is, for some reason, going our way for now.
All right. The Queen Piece will say, understood. We shall retain this information. For the time being, please return to the festivities and keep the noise down.
Yeah, of course. We'll keep it at a moderate party level.
Very well. The four of you, or five of you, rather, need to head back up the stairs.
The Queen's going to continue investigating, so we're free to go back to the party now. Maybe we can catch the...
Boy. They bought it? They bought the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm good at this. I'm not, but I got lucky.
Okay, well, let's get it.
Sorry, I figured if one of us was going to get caught, it should have been me, so...
It's fine. We were all kind of waiting up here in case anything went wrong.
It should probably be me. I'm technically a foreign dignitary with the diplomatic immunity.
I don't think she cares. I think she'll have you executed. Kohaku, while we were down there, we found some interesting stuff, but let's get somewhere a little more private, and we'll talk about it.
Once we're out of eyesight, Stain just gives a big thumbs up.
You were right, though. We were fine. Good idea taking that pawn, though. That would have been... Ooh.
I'm a professional criminal.
Yeah. That was quick thinking. You did great.
Who thought?
It was instinct.
Okay. Kohaku, while we were down there, there is a vampire coffin and some sort of a weird sarcophagus thing. The vampire coffin is probably Gabriella's, we're guessing. There's a bunch of it's where a lot of visiting nobles are keeping their shit. So there's all sorts of people's shit down there. But Gabriella had a coffin down there, and there's a weird sarcophagus. The sarcophagus opened during the eclipse, and then closed and then fell over. We don't know what that means. We didn't see anything come out of it, but something happened at the time of the eclipse.
Did we confirm it was during the eclipse? Like, did we know?
Waku mentioned the eclipse when we came up, probably.
Like, we could have inferred.
Jupiter
It
probably
seems
also
that-
has a rough feeling for the eclipse.
Jupiter would have a rough sensation, and also by the time you get up, you guys catch the end of the eclipse, so it's
Right.
Oh,
relatively
prob-
easy for Jupiter to assess that. Oh, that probably happened right around
Right.
Yeah.
At
the
the peak,
eclipse.
yeah.
hit.
Well, now that happened, the that was the highest point we had of escaping if anything shitty happened.
Yeah.
So, if we get Dinah, we better
Yeah, from here
play
on,
cool.
exactly. From here on out, I think we need to stick together, find Dinah, and be ready to bounce immediately when we find her through a mirror.
The
Does
only
it-
other mirror we know that fits us is in the basement, aside from the one I have.
Fair. Who here doesn't have an alternative way of escaping, of fleeing, of running, hiding, whatever it is?
Looks at Sheesh. Looks at Kohaku. Alistair can go invisible.
I can turn invisible. I can turn one other person invisible if they're next to me.
Nara and Nico can fly. No one on this earth can chase me.
I think Sheesh can kind of fly.
What?
All right.
Oh,
Fly
wait,
kind. Oh yeah,
he has
the fucking
ban now. So
yeah. He's not attuned to it, is he?
that's
I'd
why I said
assume-
kind of, because
Yeah.
I don't actually know what he's got.
Yeah, he
Like-
might want to attune to it for this.
How about you, Kohaku? If we are in a situation where we have to run past guards and just flee for our lives, do you have tools for that? Are you good at that?
He's fast.
And jumps good.
He might be who I get with my invisibility.
Yeah. Okay.
Once he's invisible, he can go as fast as he wants.
If that happens, just don't attack anything. It'll break your invisibility.
Sheesh has a rope trick if necessary,
Just pull the rope up.
if he can
This-
get somewhere for it.
Okay.
Like a closet or a dumbwaiter.
All right. That being the case, I just think we should move quickly. Something big just happened, which means they might be distracted. There might be some ritual going on somewhere. I don't know what's going on, but we need to move quick. This is our window.
Do we find Gabriella? I don't.
No, we find Diana and we get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
We have burnt our luck for the day. We need to finish the mission. And that means we need to find a way down. Another way down?
Well, we could go back up and go through the mirror, and then go through the other mirror.
Oh, that's so clever. Oh wait, that top mirror
I
had
guess. Yeah.
a pawn up there, didn't? Or the puppet thing? Did
What do
we
you
kill
mean? I
that?
haven't
What
done
did we
the
do?
Mannequin.
We painted that one too. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's do that.
No, you guys didn't paint that one.
We put his head in a,
Yeah.
a box.
Yeah,
That one's in the box. It's still alive, you see.
Right.
Its head is somewhere.
Oh right, we just
But I
dispelled
took the
it.
mirror from there. You dispelled it. It went unconscious. We popped its head off. And then I took the mirror. And then we have a mirror with us as a getaway if we had a minute to
I
bring it
see.
back out.
I understand.
It's been a while,
Wait.
huh?
Oh, did we take that mirror?
Yes.
Oh.
that's our getaway.
Okay, real quick, as we're walking out, can I, like, all of these doors that are public, can I just poke my head in there? Now that there's been an
Yeah.
incident and it feels reasonable to just, like, gawk inside of a room real quick.
of course. The three on the south do not seem to be public, but you do not like. I don't think they'd be labeled in any particular way, but they are locked. No, actually. Yeah, they all have little labels on them. They seem to be guest rooms.
Okay, that's fine. None of
that
those are going
makes
to have a
sense.
stairwell going down.
Yeah.
Right,
Um,
because the stairwell to their stuff is right there. Okay.
How about this big one where we heard lots of noise earlier?
Yeah, you can poke your head in. And I'm gonna say and two of you guys can pop some tiles. Sure about that?
Positive.
Yeah, you just see a handful of people in what appears to be a little like kind of smoking lounge.
Oh, another one.
There are a couple of windows that look out over the front lawn. Importantly, you see the other mirror.
This is where kinda...
I'm so
Yeah, you
glad we
mentioned
didn't
this
just
is this lounge.
do a. I'm so glad we didn't do some dumb plan to go up into the top mirror, back down through this mirror, and pop out in
And just
that
pop
room.
out. Yep.
I
Yeah.
would have been so upset.
You and me both.
Well, we know where that one is.
But yeah, you guys see essentially on that back wall there is it's essentially kind of like a big fireplace, and then above that is this big like mirror that is currently like on its side, so it's kind of horizontal.
Okay, understood.
And it kind of looks over this like little smoking lounge area.
Wonderful. I don't think we stopped. I think we're just poking in to look at it, make it look like we're, I don't know, rubbernecking because something weird just happened, and move on.
Sure.
Check this door to my right if it's public.
It is. And this opens up to a big circular tower with a staircase that, unlike on the map, which where the staircase ends in the middle, the staircase here goes up along the outer edge, and and it's just like floor to ceiling. The walls are just bookshelves, and there's tons and tons of books up.
Oh, that's
And you
so
know that this goes
nerdy.
all the way up to that little like sitting library lounge area.
Right. Okay.
But this one only goes up. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys can see a bunch of people in there. You guys can pop some tiles. For this one, well, yeah. Who all are you guys just? You guys are just poking your heads
Just
in,
poking
right?
head in. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So flip 3 tiles. This is fun. Yeah,
Ooh.
this is fun. I'm glad we're doing this.
It
Is
is
that
fun. Yeah, it's a fun way to do it.
is that recolored version of Hey Eugene?
Fusion.
No.
Is that Hey Eugene?
I
But
thought it was
undead?
just Heijin, yeah.
No.
Hey Eugene is a vampire this year. I love your nose, Drain.
It helps him smell.
He didn't say it.
damn,
He
he
didn't
does.
say it 3 times.
They
but-
do kind of look similar, don't they?
They do, yeah. Okay, they are kind of different people. It's based off rote memory. It's just like, oh yeah, that's Tejan.
I was gonna say, I
without the
straight up thought it
makeup.
was. Yeah, I thought it was her.
That's a guy.
Yeah, Heijian's a guy. Or was a guy.
Or him.
Now he's a corpse.
Now he's a vehicle.
Jesus Christ.
This is actually somebody that Nara, you recognize.
Oh.
Nara.
This was forever ago. Literally has not been brought up this entire campaign, but is in your little doc that I sent you at the beginning of this campaign 800 years ago. So,
It's a touched it since.
remind you what this was. Back when you first kind of left your village and had to pass through Camelot, and were passing through Camland, there were some guards that had stopped you, and this woman had stopped them and essentially helped you get past the guards. She had introduced herself as Mildred.
Oh.
Hey, I know her.
You know her?
Do you know her?
Pretty confident we could trust her.
Oh, Nara, I didn't know you were like that.
Do you want to ask her if she knows where the stairs down are?
I could try.
Who is she? Why is she here?
No, she's Chemolution.
Even more of a reason. Why is she here? Merlin's here. Merlin's playing with the queen.
I don't know. That's a good question, though.
Oh, maybe she's with Merlin. Well, go get her, Tiger. Smacks him in the ass. Go
Nara
forward.
gathers himself up and saunters over.
She's currently just sitting the book and just have like a little like coffee and some biscuits. Good afternoon.
Yeah. How's it going? Those biscuits look good.
Yes, they're quite all right. Would you like some?
Sure. I'd love to try. Takes a seat.
She slides over some little plate of biscuits.
Nibbles on it.
Are you enjoying the party?
Yeah, it's real lively. It's very nice castle, palace.
Yes, it's quite extravagant.
Is there anyone else like nearby that within like earshot?
There's like a couple of people, but they're all kind of like in their own conversations.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry. You look so familiar, but I don't think I ever remember your name.
Well, well, I think we've actually met in passing.
I thought so.
Yeah. Back in Camelot.
I wasn't really expecting to meet any more Camelutions here.
Bench.
I'm sorry. What?
Don't know. I think the internet went out a little bit. I
Yeah,
can
it
hear.
broke up a little bit.
Oh,
Sounds like you called her the B word just now.
It did kind of sound like it, yeah.
But
I didn't expect to see any more Camelutions here.
Oh yeah, I was kind of surprised to see you here in Merlin. Are you guys here on like as emissaries on official business or just?
Something like that.
I wouldn't want to butt in.
My brother is here on some grand quest.
Dash,
Well-
via message. Dash, you were just gonna talk to her. that's just remember. He sent me a message
So-
asking what he's doing. It's like you're literally just checking up.
I'm so bad at conversation, guys.
You're good.
So this is all gonna come off as kind of rude, but I would like to, sit down and talk more. But I'm not gonna believe this, but I'm actually in quite a pinch at the moment. Again, I guess I have a kind of bad habit of that. We're trying to find a route downstairs, right?
Yeah. If she knows the way down to a basement.
Are you familiar with like the layout to going down into the basement?
I've been here for a few days. I know there's the stairs that go down to the basement in the kind of western or eastern wing, the eastern tower.
Okay. He looks around to make it look like he doesn't want to get her in trouble or involved in anything. Because I just all this architecture. I want to see how how they decorate the lower floor.
Well, if you're looking for the dungeons, I believe they're in the guards' chamber, which is near the entrance of the castle.
Okay. Understood. I really appreciate the help in the conversation.
It's good to see you again.
Hopefully I can repay you in the future, and this isn't the last time that we meet. Hopefully we can meet each other again.
Certainly hope not.
on better terms.
See you again soon then.
Yes. Stay safe.
Good luck.
Nara,
Well,
trying to look totally normal, sweating bullets. Just walks
well,
away.
Naras talking to Stain
Gives
just
her-
looks up at Ali. It's just like, wow, he's really bad at talking to him.
No wonder
Wait.
they think his clan is weird.
Women, I mean.
Oh, you think? I mean, he's not used to talking to nobles. They're a little weird.
She's a noble?
I'd assume so. She's here. It's not like they let just any riffraff in these parties. We don't count. We snuck in.
Fair.
I think he did okay, though. He's got more reputation than I do.
Wow, your reputation is 0.
Yep.
Neither good nor bad. That's great for introverts.
I really didn't stand out at any of these parties.
The ones with the best reputations currently are Haku and Sheesh, it seems. Which is fitting.
You were doing pretty well, and then you decided to run into the kitchen.
Well, yeah, we need to find dinos in there. I didn't care if my reputation died. Sprinkles got a naughty streak.
Jesus Christ.
Good going, Nara.
You did find out there's another staircase, so that's good.
Yeah, we just gotta go to the big entrance.
Did she say East Wing?
Yeah, by the entrance.
Yeah, by the
Which I- That was to the east, right?
No, the Eastern
Oh.
Tower is where you guys had first gone in, where you found the sarcophagi. And she mentioned there is also another. If you're looking for the dungeons, it's near the guard chamber, which is near the front.
Which way is the
You
the
think
front?
she's in the dungeon, guys?
The front of the castle is over by.
Okay.
We're in the eastern half. We
So
need to
you
go to the
imagine that
west.
this is the.
I see. Yep.
That's the door there.
Perfect. All right, let's make our
We
way
were
over.
all looking for like a kitchen that she was making her things in.
So to be clear, you guys asked for stairs down, not for where's
Yeah.
Dinah. So
Yeah, that's true.
But you know where
We
Dinah's
know that
at.
Dinah. I mean, we know that Dinah is down.
Yeah. So she might be down. You might as well check. Maybe she has her own special place in the dungeon. Like a nice room.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I'll be waiting for you in our special place.
What is this reference?
Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
Touch you in your special place.
The worst Silent Hill game.
Well, let's head over this way. Does it look like we're allowed to go in there, or to like?
No,
No? Okay.
definitely not. There are
Dungeon.
a couple of the guards there, who seem to be like watching the door and kind of like presiding over the party itself.
Oh, good. There you are. There's been some sort of an accident or something down that hall. Somebody big and important tumbled. They were asking for me to get reinforcements.
Boy, these two metal like constructs just turn to you.
What kind are
Yeah.
they, Pods?
Give me a deception check. One appears to be a bishop and one appears to be a knight.
Jupiter.
I want to do the help action by doing the courage a cowardly dog thing.
You know what? I'm not going to just let you help with that, but I will let you roll a d20, and if you get 11 plus, I'll let it slide.
I like it. I like it.
It's aggressive pudding, though. That's fair.
What was the DC on this?
11.
Yeah, I
For
can
you
help.
to get it.
I can help here. I can help.
Okay.
You have you have a momentary flash of inspiration. You see what's going to happen, and you like make the wrong courage the cowardly dog noise, and you see that they react poorly to it. And then time rewinds as you experience that prophetic vision. Oh no, it's still bad. Just kidding.
9. I do slightly better.
You do a slightly better courage the dog noise.
It's not that you've like put them off or anything, but they just look a little confused.
Oh, okay. Not your protocol. Right. I'll look for somebody else. Thanks. Well, we're not going down that way unless we want to.
I can make a
Break
distraction, I guess. He says he's pulling out a bomb.
Well, last time we broke rules, everything went to shit, but that wasn't
Well,
our fault, I guess.
That wasn't even our fault. Like someone narked.
Yeah. How about
Someone else's thing happened. I figure maybe we find a bunch of stairs and they drop this down the stairs, and he says pulling out the orb of gonging.
That is fun. I do like that. How about before we do that, why don't we find somewhere that I can put up locate object again? We try to walk around this floor and find out exactly where down she is so that we know what part of the castle she's in.
Okay.
In other words, we walk around until she's directly below me.
Then we punch through the floor. I guess.
I don't think we'll be able to do that, but we'll at least know where we're headed.
Speak for yourself. Well, not without also crushing her. But probably not.
Alternatively, we can just keep looking through rooms that we're allowed to go into. I think there's still this one?
Yeah. Hey, ask yourself, do you think she's gonna be in a room we're allowed to go?
So the problem is that that's in the kitchen, which is somewhere
Not
you're
allowed.
supposed to
Yeah,
go.
that's where I
Okay,
snuck
I
in.
understand. That's where we ran in last time.
But yeah, essentially, you guys know that like there's a huge section of the kitchen area that Stein wasn't able to get to.
Yeah, I think it was locked, but like I couldn't go in.
No, it was open. It was just that
Oh, it
like
was?
you were
Yeah.
being chased. Like
Yeah, I was being. They were blocking
you
stuff.
went into
and
the
they kind
you
of
went into
grabbed-
the one room and then you went up the stairs to the
Yeah, I
third
went
floor.
this up here and upstairs, and she wasn't in any of those. So honestly, she might be there and just not in that room.
Yeah, it could be. You can see through like little glimmers of a knife and a bowl and a pan, right? In the mirrored dimension?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, technically.
Do you want to scout
It's
it
a
out?
little bit like it's a little warped and it depends on the like sheen of the material, but
Okay, tell you what. Let me borrow the mirror
Yeah.
and guard the privy for me.
Yes, yeah, that's a good call.
And I'll see if I can find stuff in there looking through little knives and silverware.
okay.
But I have to go to the privy first,
Yeah.
pull the
so
mirror out.
Yeah, you go into the bathroom, you lock it, pull the mirror out, takes a little bit.
Take a minute to that. Borrow the actual mirror.
Guys were able to do this fairly easily. You step into the mirror dimension and begin to travel around. While Stain is doing this, what do the rest of you guys do?
Just standing
Where are
outside.
you guys posting up?
Oh, just right outside the bathroom door, like I'm waiting
Just
for a
right
friend.
outside the bathroom door, like
What does your
Like,
small talk look
lining up.
like?
We have to watch him because if we don't, he'll leave the bathroom and run off again. So
We'll try to eat one of the urinal cakes.
I probably should have went in there with him and sat in the stall. Oh well.
They just seem like they have a really nice texture, right?
Jesus Christ, oh no.
No.
Okay.
So, Stain, start looking around the area, trying to find silverware and other things that are shiny enough that you might catch a glimpse.
I'm also laying low, trying to be stealthy. Just avoiding little
you don't
reflective
wanna-
surfaces where I see people.
Don't want to get your reflection caught in there.
People think I'm a ghost. What if it's Ali's mom again and she thinks she's being hunted?
That'd be
Hilarious.
It's me again.
I'm gonna have you make a luck check for me.
Oh boy.
It's a flat d20.
Okay. And his roll? 14.
On a 14, you catch a couple of brief glimpses through the through what is probably some kind of like silverware, though there's like a smudge on it, so it's like very distorted on one side, and you can only really get a slight vision. Um,
A spoon as it leaves someone's mouth.
yeah, like you get a lot
Gross.
of weird, distorted images. Uh, but I think at one point, I guess how long do you stay and look around?
We'll talk beforehand. How? I suppose if we're going in, I'd say like 10 minutes. That's feasible for someone to be in the toilet, and
Yeah.
being able to move around faster in the mirror dimension makes sense. So yeah,
Perfect.
say 10 minutes.
During those 10 minutes, I need one of you guys that is outside to roll a d20.
Another luck check.
17.
Ooh.
Lucky you.
Ah.
No one seems to come and disrupt any of you. At least nobody that you recognize or is tries to make small talk or anything like that. But at one point, Stain, you notice that there is a kind of like some ripples that form and kind of area that is sloshing around. And you spot the distorted reflection on a thing of water of a young white-furred, or not young, an old white-furred tabaxi woman with a little blue bonnet,
Oh.
who seems to be carrying, essentially looking up at her through what seems to be like a cauldron of water that she seems to be carrying.
Oh gosh, strong.
She places it next to a fire. You can see her there.
Okay. I'm gonna take out a bit of parchment, and I'm going to write this. And he's going to try and like push it up against the kind of water. Just hold it up
Okay.
and hope she sees it.
She just can turn away at first and then comes back after a few moments.
She actually sees. I don't think I can make it. Oh God.
Yeah. She looks down. Oh, hello, dearie.
Can I hear her?
A little bit.
Hello. He waves.
Oh, aren't you lovely? How can I help you?
Are you Dinah?
That's me.
I'm here to rescue you.
Oh, well. Thank you. Appreciate that.
She's the best. She's my favorite.
I love her.
But we can't find you.
Well, that does make rescue rather difficult, but you know, I appreciate the thought.
Can you tell me where you are?
Well, currently I'm in a basement. I have in the kitchen.
Okay, the kitchen. It was literally the one place we didn't go in that door.
I knew it. I knew it.
Are you downstairs?
You see the image starts to get a little bit more distorted
Oh, it's boiling.
as it
Wait.
boils. And oh, goodness. Pulls the cauldron off. Oh, geez, are you still there?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, wonderful.
You're coming off weird, distorted. Oh,
Oh, well, just a moment while it cools.
I'm going to describe basically to her the kitchen that I was in, and ask if she's in that door. That isn't the pantry.
Oh, yes, I'm down the stairs in the dry storage area.
Are you guarded?
Yes, quite heavily.
Oh, who's guarding you?
Many of the chess piece knights and a few pawns, and I believe there's a bishop. Bishop, are you still there? He was like metal planking.
There was a bishop
Yes,
on the
he's still
floor
there.
above. Is there? Does that mean there's more?
Yes, this place is heavily guarded.
Okay. Thank you. I have to go before people think it's weird. Ali's here.
Oh, Alistair. Tell him I said hello.
Anything else?
No, just that I'm happy that he's here and healthy. I hope he's healthy. He is healthy, isn't he?
Quite healthy. He has a boyfriend.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can't wait to meet them.
Right. Nice meeting you, Dinah.
Nice
Gotcha.
meeting you as well.
And I'll let you boil your water. The
All right.
goes back.
Dinah
She'll
is the kind of
listen.
woman who sees a strange little creature in her boiling pot of water and does that. That's just like completely blasé. I love her to
Oh,
death.
hello.
She's
And
wonderful.
obviously, it seems that talking to herself isn't out of the question either, because she just
Yeah,
did that.
right in front of the guard.
Yeah, right for the guards.
Great news, honestly.
He goes over and puts the pot of water back, staying to disappear and come back out the mirror. Assume we paint it back into
Yeah,
your
I take a
scroll.
time to paint it back in. If there's a flusher, I'll probably flush it a few times.
Excellent.
If magic. Just to let them know, oh, he's probably back. And while I'm at it, if there's tissue, it's like there's like toilet paper. I take the end and I put it in the toilet and I flush again.
Perfect.
I just and I leave. Don't go in there. Or we can all go in there. I made a mistake.
What did you do?
I missed.
Oh,
Come on, help.
I don't think I
Oh.
will. I think I will just walk away. What'd you find?
He's like looking around. Is it private here?
It wasn't, and then you said you missed, and everybody else vacated.
Exactly.
We all
All
suffer a
according-
reputation.
All according to Kingcock. Yeah. Yeah, she's in the fucking kitchen.
Okay, so now what? Do we just...
It's guarded
Is it
to the
action time?
teeth. If you wanna, everyone's outside. The best time would have been during the eclipse, I guess. She is heavily guarded.
Yeah.
They say there's a bunch of pawns. There's a rook and the bishop and the knight. Not a rook. I think there was like a knight and the bishop.
Okay, well,
And
the
and-
queen is still playing croquet. The other queen is downstairs. Those, I think, are the two strongest players, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to use brute force, now is the time. We can also just try to mad dash it. You were able to get pretty far with your lost puppy act. If
Yeah,
we just
and I
barge
just-
in there, grab her, and run, surely we can just run.
We
right?
couldn't. It's again the place she's at said to have a lot of guards in it.
Okay.
That's what she said, at least.
Then
did
fighting.
Supersede.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we can just grab her, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well-
if we get in there, and it turns to a fight, does anybody have a way to bar this door really well behind us so that reinforcements can't join?
No.
Can't say I do.
I don't think so.
No one's got one of those immovable rods.
Um,
I should have made one.
We could just put a chair under the
we could
doorknob.
try, yeah. I can do a wall of fire, but I don't know if these things give a shit about fire.
They're made of metal, so probably not. I mean, I guess you could get them on fire. It'd be not great, but
Yeah. So let's talk. What is our plan of egress? We get in, we fight our way to her. What do we do after that? Mir, right?
Get her out. Get her out. Run to the smoking lounge.
I mean, we go through the mirror. Like, we leave the mirror behind. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
The mirror is from here anyway.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We need. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna have the mirror out already,
Yeah.
and they might just attack the mirror. If that happens, and the only other point of egress is the smoking lounge, which is down there.
What about windows? Can we literally just crash through a window and run?
You want an old lady to jump out a window?
I can turn her into an ostrich or something.
What?
She doesn't have to be an old lady.
You can turn
You
her
go
into
for,
an ostrich.
Can you go for peacock for reasons I don't want to explain? That would work better.
Yeah, that's fine. That is the funniest option. So yes, I can turn her
That's
into
great.
a peacock.
Peacock can fly.
Yeah. Dude, if I can just you saw her, right? If we can
Yeah, I
get
saw her.
if we can warn her in advance that she's about to turn into a peacock. Well, okay, we got to pick something smarter. Are peacocks stupid?
According to the D&D stat block, yes.
Peacocks
Most
in
animals
general are not very smart.
They-
Is the first thing I found after a Google search. So
They do, however, have pack tactics.
I can't believe there's a stat
I
block
never-
for a peacock.
There is.
I can't believe they have pack tactics.
It's weirdly from Baldur's Gate descent into Avernus, so somewhere
They
in
have
hell
peacock-
there was a peacock that attacked somebody.
Okay, here's the problem. I can turn her into an animal, but she has her personality. It's still her mind in there, but she gets very, very dumb. It would be best if we could also speak to her while she is an animal, which is another thing that I can do, but not at the same time as turning her into an animal. Does she speak with animals today?
You mean Sadano Shimada?
Right, of course. Fuck, I forgot he was... Right.
also, have you been
You know,
calling me Allie
Mr.
out
Sashimi.
loud all this time?
No,
No,
Okay.
not while we're around people.
not while we're around
No one's
people.
asked me my alias, but
yes, he has.
Jupiter has not been talking around people except for that one conversation with the astrology nerd up there.
When he's around people, he just goes, "Yep, and sprinkle this."
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I'm Lord Cottonbottom. If anyone
Cotton bottom. Gotcha.
Makes a lot of sense.
I was Pluto Mars going off the Jupiter thing. I thought it was funny.
Oh,
I was
is
gonna
fun.
call you Kinkle because of on account of your,
Oh
invitation.
wait, no, Jupiter
Oh,
was
that's me.
Kinkle.
Yep. I'm
Oh.
Kinkle. For some reason.
You're Kinkle.
Yeah, Ali's
What?
cankle on account of he's getting up there a little bit in weight. Probably should go on a diet.
Hey.
Okay, I don't think we should... Rude, first of all. Okay. What do the windows look like? Are they barred? Is it just glass?
Don't lose
Oh,
weight. Your ass looks
most
great.
of them are glass. They have a bit of like a lead lining in between some of them.
Yeah, I don't think that just crashing through a window is smart. Also, it would kill whoever went through first. I think it's
I
got to
can-
be a mirror. I think you're right.
Well, that's only a problem if it's one of you guys.
Yeah.
True. It could be a
You
chair
turn into a
or a
bird, she can
person.
fly out.
The problem with turning into a bird is I don't know if she'll be smart enough to stick to the plan. I'm tempted to turn her into a monkey and just have her ride on one of our backs.
I don't know if she's a human, if she's gonna follow our plan.
Maybe. Oh, you know what?
She
We should
seems
just.
very whimsical.
We should literally just turn her into a frog and carry her. We should not give her a choice in this matter. We should be thinking about this not as a rescue, but a kidnapping.
A willing kidnapping.
Yes,
If we kidnap her, also, if we fail, then she won't get punished for it.
I agree.
Good point. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we stage this as a kidnapping.
By the way, she says hi.
Wait, you talked to her?
Yeah, I've been telling you. I've been telling you this.
Can
She
you?
said hi, and she said, she hopes you're healthy and whatever. I told her you were dating.
You did okay. Well,
Led
that
with
saves
that.
me that step. Okay.
Yeah. What else would I say? Yeah, he's healthy. He's eating healthy. That's boring. I told her the juice. Old people love gossip.
That's fair.
Gave her the tea. Like,
This is I don't have to tell her now. She just knows, so that's fine.
yeah, I told her it's a boyfriend. Said nothing else. You want to talk shit in front of her?
Okay. Well, that helps. We can tell her in advance what our plan is. That way she can cooperate better. So
Want me to go in the toilet again?
maybe. Well, okay, we should figure out what the plan is. We go in, we bar the door behind us, we beat up
Well,
the
here's
guards.
the problem.
Yep.
I talked to her through a cauldron of water, and that cauldron's boiling right now.
Okay. Then we may
Not
just have to do
reflective no
that.
more.
So let's make sure we're all on the same page. Barge in, block the door behind us to prevent reinforcements. Maybe use a wall of fire if we need to. Beat up the guards that are in there. Get to her. Turn her into something portable.
The peacock.
Something portable. And then ideally get through a mirror if we can find a large mirror in there, or if you can paint your mirror. If we can hold that door for a minute.
There's no mirror there. We gotta get in there with the mirror out. Or if you can hold the door for a minute, which I doubt. You all stringy.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can. Okay, that brings us two options. We can either get the mirror out right here and take it in with us when we breach, which is a very funny image, and they will attack the mirror, like you said. I think you're right. They'll suspect that it is something weird. Or we go in, block the door, beat up the guards, and we have to keep the door closed for a minute while you paint the mirror out so that we can escape through it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they'll just think we're stealing the mirror because we technically are.
Oh yeah, we are technically stealing the mirror too. That's kind of fun.
We can add to that impression by collecting some other random, I grab a candelabra. Like I'll carry this.
Yeah, let's
We
go.
could,
Let's
we
all
could get
carry
both
something
mirrors
weird.
so we have a spare.
Oh,
mirror.
I understand what you're saying. You're trying to make it look like the mirror is not special. So
Right,
okay,
right.
I
Yeah.
get it.
If we're
Yeah,
all
that's smart.
carrying something weird, then they won't
They
care
won't
about
target
the mirror.
because they won't think the mirror is important. They'll think we're just
We
stealing
also
a lot
gotta
of stuff.
We also gotta keep away from the mirror because, a lot of them hit a lot of things. Like that dude stopped me. I think it would have hit a bunch of things.
Ooh, thought. They
Yeah.
might not want to break the things that we're stealing because the queen would not like that. So yeah. We can use the mirror as a human
It's
meat
like a
shield.
meat hostage.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hostage.
Alternatively, do you have any spell that might disguise it?
No.
I don't think
No.
I do.
There's no good low-level magic. It all sucks.
I'm
I'll-
gonna just gonna, as a DM, I feel obligated, and also as your friend,
Yeah.
to clarify something
Sure.
for all of you,
Sure.
because of your history. There is a pipe organ in the other room.
Oh, well, let's grab that.
Oh.
What do you mean?
We can't steal the pipe organ. We did that
We'll be
because
attacked.
we had
now.
already cleared all the threat and we had a couple of weeks of downtime to move it back and forth.
How many
And
people
magic.
are in here? Most of them are level 1 nobles. Like we can probably do it.
Well, the moment we start moving,
Yeah.
the guards are to come at us.
Right. The problem is that we can't just sit here and start stealing stuff. We want to, the surprise starts when we barge in the door.
Oh, I know. I was suggesting we clear everything and everyone
Yeah,
out.
beat-
and
oh,
then we
oh.
beat up the guards.
But
No, we can't
it
do that.
involves killing
I-
the queen, which isn't going to go.
I was going to say, I don't think that fighting everything in this castle is a plan that we survive. I don't think that that is something that we can do.
Either you've gotten more mature or less fun since the last pipe organ appeared, and I don't know if I like it.
The last pipe organ only, we didn't make plans to steal that pipe organ until after
Yeah.
we had defeated that entire
Yeah,
place.
we figured that's money.
Yeah, that was looting. That
Well,
was the
no,
looting
that's
stuff.
false. I recall exactly what happened because as soon as we saw it, we said we're coming back for that.
Yeah,
That's
come
true.
back
we did.
for it.
Yeah, you're right. But we did say coming back for it. Okay. So that we don't spend the next 3 hours planning.
I got a thing.
Oh, I
Okay,
can block
this-
the door by making something really big to block the door.
Awesome.
Yeah. Here's another kind of risky one.
Sure.
Ali could turn to Dinah.
Well, we'd have 2 Dinahs.
You
Well,
walk
this
around
way-
outside. Yeah.
Actually, then we
people-
wouldn't have to rescue her at all.
Then, people go after her. We go to the real Dinah. And then Ali stays behind.
I like that. I don't know if it's going
And
to
then
draw.
we swap.
I don't know if it's going to draw every guard. Like the guards are what they're looking at Dinah right now. They're not going to leave
Mhm.
the real Dinah to go after a fake Dinah.
Okay, what if Ali as Dinah brings the mirror in and they'll be confused because there's 2 Dinahs?
Yes, we need a serving cart. Okay, we need a serving cart. We're all going to hide in the serving cart. Ali dressed as Dinah is going to push the serving cart and the mirror in, one in each hand.
We just have
The
mirror
guards
in
are
the
going to...
cart.
Yeah, exactly. The guards are going to be confused for a second, just long enough for us to Trojan horse our way into the kitchen. Once we're in the kitchen, we pop out. We block the door. We defeat the guards. We get the real Dinah. We start painting the mirror out. Oh, no, the mirror's already out. And we escape through the mirror.
Yeah, we got a mirror.
Yes,
Yeah,
I like
can
this. We're
suggest
Trojan
an
horsing.
alternative as well.
Yes, let's hear it.
Okay, that's fine.
If Ali can disguise himself as Dinah, he can disguise himself as the Queen. We're not dealing with real guards. We're dealing with robotic guards.
It's true.
It might work.
I
Oh.
do like that. I only thought of this when you mentioned the Queen and not before, but it would apply to both. They don't have eyes, and they might not be using normal vision to see. It could be
I
some
see.
sort of blind sense. They could see through illusions, is what I'm saying.
If that was the case, they would already know that I'm me and I'm here and I shouldn't be.
Well, maybe they don't care.
Or that if that's the case, they won't fall for the Dinah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I don't
right.
think- yeah.
If they could see through illusions, they probably already would have. Would they know? Would they recognize you?
I mean, I don't look that different.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, how notorious are you? How infamous are you?
Not apparently if they can see through illusions. And he's interacted with several. I don't
it's-
think they
like-
can see through illusions.
I don't think they can see through illusions. I think you're right. Okay, so maybe the Queen is too high. Maybe we go to like head chef.
We don't know what they look like.
Sure, we did. We were just in
Well,
there.
I was in there.
Yeah.
I was in there. I don't know. If
Wasn't the head chef also a construct, though?
dude.
Nobody's been identified as head chef.
Yeah. That's why I was
Probably,
thinking
it might
Dinah.
be Dinah. Yeah.
And
I think we
we
just go
also
with
can
Dinah,
open
yeah.
the doors. Yeah, it's be Dinah.
Okay,
You
that
just
means
gotta act like her, which is simple. Just act like nothing matters. Like it's a regular day.
yep, just long enough to get us in the door, and then we pop out, Trojan horse, block the door, beat up the guards, get the real Diana, go through the mirror, walk away.
We
Say,
might not even need to beat up the guards.
Might
we have
not.
the mirror out,
yeah,
and we get Dinah through, and everyone goes through.
yeah. We try to get as deep as we can with the Dinah thing. If we get the Trojan horse all the way to the real Dinah, that is when we execute.
Nara, anything you got for this?
No, sounds like a solid plan.
What do you mean? Which
gonna-
one?
he's gonna
We
beat
came
stuff
with
up.
several. Okay.
For a given definition of solid, I agree.
Well
That's our
then,
best plan for sure.
the plan fell apart the moment we can't find a food cart. Well, let's go.
Okay. What if she's not supposed to be out of that room and they immediately just grab me and throw me in there with her? Then there's two Dinahs in the room and you guys aren't in the room and I'm just in there with Dinah.
I'll be in your purse. It's fine.
I guess, but the mirror won't be with you because we're getting the mirror out beforehand.
I got the scroll. If they grab it, we can grab that other mirror if you want.
I don't know if we can. The room's got was full of people.
Oh, we'll just say we're taking it for the queen, or like transporting it somewhere.
I think we get our pocket mirror out ahead of time, right?
Hmm. Why not use 2 mirrors? We can get that one and say, hey, Queen requested it or something.
There's so many cogs in this plan, and if one of
Then
them
we have
fucks
2.
up,
We have a pocket mirror and we have the main mirror, so we have a backup mirror.
the pocket mirror
that's-
isn't good enough for us to get through, though.
That's what the second one is for. The one in the smoking lounge will get us through. And we have a backup mirror in case that one gets broken or something.
We can realistically get that mirror, then sure, that's fine.
How? So we looked inside the lounge. How big is that mirror? Is it mobile? Is this something we could actually move around?
It would be very difficult. Like, you could do it. They got it in there somehow. But, like, you'd be very obvious. It would probably take 2 of you to move it safely.
Right. Okay. How about the mirror that we have in the scroll? That's a smaller one?
That one's a bit smaller. It's still, like, awkward, but one person could theoretically carry it around.
For sure. I think we invert
Not
this.
me, though.
I think we invert this. The lounge one is our backup. If things go haywire, we get
We
out
go
to the
there.
lounge. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We also keep it out there so that if there's like a shatter or some sort of a big explosion, they don't both get blown up at the same time.
Both mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ali can teleport people you can see, right?
One person. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess they could do multiple
Prioritize
times.
Dinah. I
Dinah.
can get myself out.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell her if all things go bad, teleport her out of the room.
As long as I can see out of the room, but we're closing the door. I can move her without being able to see it.
Oh, you can have like goldfish hold the door open.
Okay. I think we got it.
Yeah, in theory, this is if we don't have the main mirror. And we have to go to the lounge. But yeah, let's just do it.
Yep.
Step 1.
Step 1, get the mirror out.
Alright, let's find the place. I'll pull it out.
Okay.
I figured step 1 was getting a food cart.
Yeah. Find like a food cart and a corner where we can pull the mirror out.
Okay. You just kind of wait around the main courtyard, or not the courtyard, but the main like grand hall area. Eventually, somebody does come out of the kitchen with a little food cart and tray to restock a couple of the kind of banquet tables, or the little like buffet table on the side that has like various little snacks and things like that.
Checks it out. Let's hold the mirror. And everyone else.
No.
Okay, it's too small to fit people
Like-
in.
I mean, it would fit one person,
Right.
but like, you're not getting a. There's no food cart that is going to hold 5 of you and a mirror.
Okay, here we go. New plan. The mirror is we're doing a fancy presentation. We're going to pull the mirror out. We're going to hold it horizontally like it is a tray. I'm going to put a bunch of very large good berries. Sheesh is going to cut them to look like they're fancily presented, and it's going to be a big fruit tray presentation on top of this mirror, and we're going to carry
can
it
we
into
just-
the kitchen.
Why don't we just grab some of the food that was outside? It's already prepared.
We can do
We
some
can
of
just
that
see
too.
someone complain. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just saves you some spell slots is all.
For sure.
Yeah, like hey, people didn't like this. We wanted it sent back. They wanted it sent back.
The main thing is trying to come up with an excuse to use this giant mirror as a tray, and I think for that it
Yeah.
needs to look like a big presentation.
Mm-hmm. But why is it going
Yes.
back inside?
As this is happening, you notice that the servant who was pulling the tray or pushing the cart suddenly like goes to place some of the food and stuff down on the table, and they jerk back very suddenly. One of the plates smashes on the ground.
Oh,
And you can see that their hand is bleeding pretty profusely.
Oh shit!
And they grab like a bit of the tablecloth and start to wrap their hand very rapidly to stop the bleeding.
What?
Yep.
And then they hurry off, kind of leaving everything where it was.
That's good timing. Should I turn into them?
Yeah. When like give you a sign, you take it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's just go. Everyone else just follows.
Disguise self to look like the wait staff that just cut themselves. We're fine.
Where are you
Oh,
testing this?
yeah, I guess I probably should. I guess in the bathroom. Everything's in the bathroom
Okay, so you run back to the bathroom.
where
Come
they're
back out.
probably trying to fix their hand.
Knock them out. Take their clothes.
You do see that as you go to the bathroom, there is a couple people are in line to get in.
Shit.
I missed. Get
Some-
behind this curtain.
There's probably a curtain I can hide behind. Yeah, I'm sure the windows have massive curtains.
There's a lot of people here. They're going to notice you
Yeah.
go behind this curtain.
Fine.
Why don't we just take the cart and start to wheel it back to the kitchen and explain that the guy just cut his hand?
Oh, okay.
And obviously they're gonna be like, "Hey, no, you're not allowed to get in here," and that's the point where we just close the door and do the
Go.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, did we? Is there anything that he could have cut himself on that?
I was
part?
gonna,
That's
I
the
was gonna
thing.
say that whole thing was weird. Was that?
That's a
is-
ghost. This is the
Is,
thing.
is Cheslaw here?
Oh my god. I'm gonna
Why Cheslaw specifically?
because he's fucked with us invisible before and he'd do
He's
it
the-
again.
There's the invisibility. Yeah.
Oh, but all right. He'd be uninvisible when he does it. But why would he cut that guy's hand for no reason?
Give us a window of opportunity, I guess.
I was gonna say, I think we
Could
just, I think we take it. I think we start to roll the cart
Yeah,
back in, explain
let's
what's
just go.
going on, and
What-
as soon as they throw a fit,
Dash
we
immediately
fight.
knows what's going on.
What if another party wants us to create another diversion?
Perfect. If we both create
Like
diversions.
Gabriella.
Gabriella, yeah, we're helping each other. Let's go.
You guys start to wheel the cart away back to the door. Can knock on the door. One of the chefs comes in and opens it, and you can see that kind of huddle up is that servant who's unwrapped his hand and is currently seems to be trying to wash it in the sink.
Are you all right? I'm a healer. I can help.
The chef who kind of opened the door is like, "Oh, thank you for bringing that back to us." And the one who cut his hand turns to you, and his eyes go wide, and he starts screaming, "Get away! Get back!"
What?
And he stumbles back away from you, and then kind of pushes himself up against the wall, rushes into kind of runs towards the door behind him, and begins to just throw things in your direction.
Oh shit.
I
Oh.
look behind us.
Yeah. Is there something behind us?
You look behind you, and it's just you guys, and then the rest of the people in the banquet hall.
I throw my hands up, and I look confused for a second, but then I fake having a moment of clarity, and then I look to the other chef, like, "Oh shit, he needs a dispel right now. Can I need to?" And I just start to push my way in.
You start to push your way in. They kind of seem torn between letting you in or stopping you. They're not sure what's going on. And you watch as the guy who cut his hand suddenly screams this blood-curdling scream, and you see his flesh suddenly desiccate and crack, and he falls dead and mummified.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know what's happening, but I look to the chef and like, I need 3 sprigs of mistletoe right now. I need a wet towel. I need a... Do you have any ostriches? And I'm motioning for everybody else to get in here right now, please.
We have peacocks.
That'll have to do.
Give me a deception check with advantage.
Go inside.
Gabriella doing Gabriella shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they say, right, and they open the door to the kind of like dry storage area, and they rush in and begin grabbing you all the things you had asked for.
We need water. We need a lot of boiling water. Do you have a cauldron somewhere?
It's
Yes,
critically important. I'm a master of mystical Western medicine.
they go and they grab their cauldrons, and they a bunch of them head out this door, very cautiously stepping past the body, out to a well that is out here.
Awesome. Do I see through this doorway?
You do. One of them grabs some mistletoe from that room, hands it to you.
Awesome. Thanks. I need to be as low as I can. I just walk past towards the stairs.
Yeah, let's go.
Why?
Get the body.
That area is off.
Get the body. Don't touch it with your hands. Don't touch it with your hands.
This is an emergency. Can't you see he's an island shaman?
Okay. they go over to this. They hurry over to the body, and they look at it, and you can see that they're like, "There's no way that I'm touching this thing."
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
That they eventually step back as you all rush down the stairs down into the basement.
I put a chair against the door before we go down the stairs.
Hell yeah.
under the doorknob.
They're just
Okay. I need one thing from you guys.
Yeah. Initiative.
I need you guys to roll. I need somebody, first person that does it, to roll me a d4.
Hey.
Oh,
Excellent. I need the rest of you guys to each pick a tile.
why is she here?
Let's go.
I got your mom, Allie. Again. Well, first time in this chess thing, but when she sees me.
She sees you again. That's hilarious.
Wait, who was the last one? That hasn't.
I have not picked. I'm to the east of Mom.
Nothing there.
Wait, did you not pick it, Nar?
No, not yet.
Did Kohaku pick twice?
Go on.
No, just once.
You shouldn't have picked at all.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay.
But that's still 6. Hang on. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
No, that's 4. One of them's already open.
Oh, right.
That was
right.
from Nara earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
What are these group of people?
So those are the actual. They aren't actually like groups of people. I just didn't have a good token for them, or I had a good token for them, but I didn't have it uploaded as a token. I only had it as like a combat token. It's supposed to be servants, essentially, like any of the wait staff coming up to you. But yeah, a couple of people are in the ballroom as this is happening. They do take notice as you all hurry in. But nobody of dangerous importance necessarily.
She's not important. It's fine.
Well,
She's
she's
not gonna
important.
give a
She
shit
just
about
doesn't recognize you.
Yep.
for
She's also like,
now.
ugh, I don't give a shit about the help.
The only reason she'd come into the kitchen is to complain about something.
But
These croissants are dry.
yes, they're bread. They're supposed to be dry.
Wrong and false. What a
Ma'am, you
bad
are
opinion.
French.
It has to be dripping in butter.
No, but I don't want too much butter either. I just want it to be like soft,
Play.
dense, kind of moist bread.
It has to be like a paper cup full of butter. The perfect bread.
However, I think that is where we're going to pick up.
Oh
boy.
boy.
in a couple weeks from now.
Die.
However, I will show you guys. As you guys come down the stairs, you guys find a stone corridor that heads up in front of you and then turns sharply. Looking down that corridor, you see it is flanked by these kind of recessed statues in the wall. They're kind of carved out of it. 6 of them, 3 on either side. A handful of boxes on the far end of the hall with a metal gate at the end as well.
Damn, they really didn't want her to go.
And this is where we'll pick up in a couple weeks.
Groot.
All right.
Yay. I'm glad we didn't get kicked out of the castle after the alarm went off.
Yeah, that could have gone so much worse for us.
Yeah,
Wildly
I-
lucky rolls.
There were so many tiles you guys could have selected that would have been just like